Pets. Slip into Bob's Skippers from Skechers.
Yeah, buy some shoes, guys. Just go ahead. I wonder if they have this copyrighted. Find out shortly. I don't know. It's Friday. Who gives a shit?
Hey, what's up?
My name is Jack Black. I'm your worst
We're the
nightmare.
School of Rock, and this song was written by our own Zach Mooneyham.
Zach! Yes! All right. Big Tell Life, hello. You want to join in? I'm going to send a link here, so get some headphones. School of Rock. Friday night, let's kick it off, baby. Chunky. Oh, this might be fun to play later. Of course it would be, because you're playing. Yes.
Baby, we was making straight A's, but we were stuck in the down days. Don't take much to memorize your life. I feel like I've been hypnotized. And then that magic man, he come to town. Whoa, he done spun my hair around. He said recess is obsession to a two-big pie. And now, baby, oh, I'm alive. I am alive. And if you wanna be a teacher's man, well, baby, you just have to get it. Rock out the reason, rock out the rhyme. You better get me to school on time.
Raise my hand before I can speak my mind. I've been burning myself too many times.
And then that magic man said you already do what magic man do. Now what magic man can say.
Say what?
Now can I please have the attention of the class? Today's assignment.
Kick the man!
And if you want to be a teacher, baby, you just better forget it. Rock out the reason, rock out the rhyme. You better get me to school.
Me a long time, yes.
You wanna be the teacher?
Yes.
Well, baby, you just better forget it.
Easy is here. Yes. I know rhyme. I need this school a long time. Yeah. 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 Here we go. Bam, doo, doo, doo.
This is my final
Do,
segment.
do, 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 do.
I might not be that
Yes.
perfect, son, but y'all been rocking when I'm done.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Your son is very skilled. Thanks. So's yours.
I wonder if we're going to get in trouble for this. Wait, oh, my mic is cute. Oh, hello, everyone. Friday nights, live from St. Louis, Missouri. How are you? School of Rock. Remember the where she drinks a beer and say, what was it? Just like the White Winged Dove. Okay, School of Rock. What's her name? Of Rock. That was, I know her name. I just can't. Just like the White Winged Dove. I know her. She's a really good actress. I just can't think of her name. Yeah, here we go. Stevie here. This is fun.
My job is to make college easy
yeah,
because
yeah.
students have a lot.
There you go. Buy some Grammarly. Yeah, that's good.
Like
great.
Harper, an econ major who piles on the pressure. Grammarly
No,
can
it's
help
good.
her stress less.
No, really.
This term paper's got to be great. It's
But where is
the
Hammerhead?
third of my grade.
Your ideas are on the money.
We're
Let's make
searching
sure
high
they
and
come
low.
across clearly with
Here
Grammarly.
we go. We don't
Watch
see
it
the
work.
old bro.
Watch it work.
I'm a poet. I don't even know it. Look at that.
Wow, that is stronger.
Son of a
And
bitch.
Avery, an engineering major who runs on ambition and coffee. Grammarly?
Excuse me. No, engineering majors don't know how to write English. It's just, we talk geek. We talk Dell and integrals.
Can get her dream job.
My application needs to stand out. They
Uh-huh.
only meet with the top candidates.
If you
You know
want
what
to
they used to tell us? Put your resume on a colored paper because that'll stand out. And it's like, oh, excuse me. If everyone puts their resume on a colored paper, wouldn't the white resume paper stand out? I'm just saying. Just saying.
Good morning, everyone. Just a reminder, Parents Night is coming up, and I do expect everyone to have a presentation.
I love it. It's great.
Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
As you know, it is the most
Joan
important event of the year.
Good.
The parents
Cusack.
will be
Thank you.
scrutinizing our every move.
Thank
so
you.
I find
Cue-
it's best
Yes.
to over-prepare.
Yes. That's
The
right.
best defense is a good offense. And Roberta, now that I see you,
Hey, is she always like that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Except for the time she got drunk at the alumni dinner.
Oh, no.
You should have seen that.
Oh, no.
She got up on the table and did a Stevie Nicks impersonation.
Boom.
And
Bingo.
She wasn't bad. Remember, she took up the tablecloth and whirled around with it.
I mean, Stevie Nicks, what do you want? I mean, queen of rock and roll. Well, the co-queen of rock and roll, Linda Ronstadt, was the other queen. And there was Donna Summers, and there was all kinds of queens in the 70s. It was fantastic. It was a great time to be alive,
had been on the turkey tray.
if you like rock and roll. Do you? What?
That were touched over onto the peanut butter and jelly tray. Now, I know that you know that this is a severe problem.
Oh,
And
my
we're,
God.
very happy that you're
It's
able
funny.
to extend your stay, but I must say I find your methods of teaching very unusual.
Yes,
I did
yes.
study with Dr. Errol von Strassenberger.
Mm.
Who?
Oh, you don't know him?
Oh,
he's-
you loser.
He's like one of the leading.
He's like the
leaders
best
in
ever. He is.
Unusual methods. Actually, he's how I was appointed to the Presidential Council for
Something.
Experimental Educationers.
That sounds very impressive, but we're not interested in experimental education here.
Uh-huh.
So if from now on you could just stick to the curriculum, that would be great.
Yes.
Crazy me. I love this time of the year. It's kind of getting cool, right? You go to the bar and the leaves are falling. Might even be a little frost of the pumpkin. You know what I mean? You hear me?
Right. Thank you.
Roz,
Roz?
Yes.
I would really love to talk some more about your philosophy on, teaching. Do you think maybe we could grab some coffee?
I mean, she's a great actress. Jack Black, hey, he's, we all remember that other movie.
You want
He
to
was
go
good.
get some coffee with me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I really would.
Uh-oh.
And you're sure you don't have any coffee?
Uh-huh. I'm quite sure.
Well, I've never been here before.
Look at Jack Black. He's like, I haven't been, but a beer. Yeah.
I've
Funny
I've
movie,
touched this
actually.
side of town before. in
I liked
fact.
it.
So I have been. Well, I've been dying to ask you something, Mr. Schneepley.
Please, call me Dewey.
Do it.
Ned.
Ned
me
Schneeb
Ned.
Schliebel,
I was thinking my other name.
something. Right.
My middle name.
That other middle name.
Yeah.
Ned, in your experience, how does Horace Green compare to the other schools that you've taught at?
Oh, your school's the best.
Ever.
Just saying that.
I'm not. Do you know that kids at other schools just have fun all the time? They're running around. There's no discipline.
Right. There's just, let's see. She takes a sip of beer and let's get rolling. Just like the white-winged dove. Another copyright strike. Here's the song. I think I'm going to need some more beer. I don't know. What the hell? It's a fun song to play, actually. It's Waddy Wachtel on the guitar. Yes. Stevie Nicks, 1980.
I love this song.
Really?
Yes.
When she was still,
Yeah.
she was still doing well. Yeah, I mean, she did enough blow to. I mean, it was like a mountain to blow, bro.
Stevie.
You know, she came to town and she
Yeah.
did a concert, and she was just so wild.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, she's a crazy person. She sings and she likes to have fun. I know.
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
She put on the best show I've ever seen.
But you know, the thing is, Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac actually said, you know what? I can't even think of his name. Who is the guy's name? The really good guitar player, Lindsey Buckingham. You're out. You're even too crazy for Fleetwood Mac. Imagine if you're too crazy for Fleetwood Mac in the 1970s. Now, of course, we're in 2021, and it's like, you know, Lindsey, no. Imagine that. That's crazy shit.
And she is so much better live.
Actually, Christine McVie in Fleetwood Mac, super. She doesn't get enough credit, to be honest. And Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, come on. You know, that's a band, bro.
I think she is on
All
the
their
album.
troubles, but
You
come
know
on.
what I mean?
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, no comparison.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what? Oh man, I would love to take the kids to a concert.
Concert?
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
There's one at the end of the month that would be perfect.
Mhm.
The Philharmonic, they do the classics. They do Beethoven,
Oh, that sounds
Mozart,
good. Yeah.
Enya, that kind of stuff.
Enya, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, but you guys have a policy about field trips, huh?
Would it be educational?
Would it be educational?
Was
would
it be on the edge
very
of 17?
educational.
Yes, it would. Let's go.
Maybe we can make an exception.
Yes. Sing the song, sing it. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. I'm holding you to that. Make an exception.
She is just wonderful in this movie. She was really good.
Watch out for you know.
Ooh,
baby,
ooh, baby, ooh. And then do they, and there was no one left in the morning. God, we don't dare do Fleetwood Mac, do we? No, no. It's like doing AC/DC in this movie. You just can't do it. It's evil, and you're just a copyright person. It's like, I'm not getting any money, Stevie. You know.
Want to try some of
Don't
my
feed
Mountain
the
Dew
trolls
Zero
on
Sugar?
Twitter.
It is tasty. Just as good as the
Don't do
original
that.
without any sugar.
What was this movie? Is that Gremlins? I never saw this movie. I thought the idea was stupid. But what do I know? I'm such an asshole.
Careful.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. I think the idea was you don't give the trolls food or water after midnight or some shit. The fuck? I'm sure it was a great movie. It's just not really my thing. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. What the hell was the album called? Jesus, Bill. What are you talking about? You don't know the freaking album, Stevie Nicks, 1980? No. My brain's dead at the moment. Hamster.
Just like the
White-winged dove
sings a song.
Oh, you want a copyright strike, baby? You do this one. Oh, or try the Beatles. Just give it a shot.
Like she's singing.
Ain't gonna happen. The hell? It was Wild Heart. God damn it. Belladonna. Thank you. Thank you, Belladonna. I have the album, the original from 1980, and the cassettes, and the 8 tracks, and the wire recorder versions. It's great. I love this song.
Just like the
White-winged dove
sings a song, sounds like she's singing.
Excuse me, hamster. You should let her sing it. Yeah. Yes. I know. Hey, I've come prepared because when I have to go get another beer, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a different place. I am going to share something. Are you guys ready? You ready? Yes, I know you are. What do we have here? And the audio tab is now engaged, baby. How you doing? All right. What's this? Oh, yeah, something here you might like. I don't know. It's possible. Who knows? Some green thing with stuff and kush. All right, can we play it? There we go. Undead Chronic. He's like the commercial when I go get beer. Yeah. It's not bad. You know what? If I must, suggest a couple things, put some redheads in there. Could you? No, not the ones you got at the college.
It's Undead Chronic. Back again with another video.
Son of a bitch.
Back again with an episode of the Talachads.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Not only are the feminists ripping their spiritual hymens, the hymen located inside of their brain, their cerebral hemispheres are coming apart with pure rage at the Texas abortion bill. They just got off of an entire 2-week-long emotional spat of but if American men don't go and die for Afghan women, who's gonna die for them? Who's gonna give Afghan women all their rights? American men, please die for Afghan women. No, bitch. No.
Yeah. Well,
they're starting to get concerned. They see all this feminism that was imported. Basically, the U.S. was in Afghanistan for 20 years.
Excuse me.
And they removed a big lump of feminist fat and planted it like a tumor
Shut up.
into Kabul. The U.S. has been sending NGOs, feminist teachers, feminist charities over to Kabul to teach the Afghani women how to be feminists.
Is this computer getting hot again?
And now that there's not the strength of men enforcing that, feminism isn't standing up. It's felt.
Can I get a word in edgewise, Chronic? No, I can't.
To its own culture. Most Afghanis don't want feminism. Who would have thought? And
really? Do you think? Chronic, boy, that's a brilliant observation. How much kush did you have to figure this one out? I'm just saying.
We're basically saying what you saw in Afghanistan, feminists, is a preview of what's going to happen in the West. Just a preview.
Okay.
On a spiritual setting. To all the alphabet fucks listening to me, let's review this article. It's horrifying how some young Western men are so alienated by woke culture, Western feminist.
I'm sorry, what?
That they even admire the Taliban's twisted mindset. Writes Mary Harrington. This is the Daily Mail. Is Daily Mail? Yeah, Daily Mail. But if you guys like this content, if you want Undead Chronic to swing his green meaty sword across the internet, triggering feminists, triggering communists, letting them know that they're inadequate father figures.
Do you have a meaty sword? And why is it not out now?
Consider donating to paypal.me/theundeadchronic. Let's get in. Amid the blood-spattered horrors of Kabul. Wait,
nobody wants in on this shit show? Clinics? Are you kidding?
Let's find out.
Oh,
perhaps the most startling response has been an outpouring of warlike passion.
Excuse me, one second.
From disaffected young Western men. But they're not backing Western soldiers. They're cheering on the Taliban. Why would I back the Western soldiers?
I mean, imagine.
Why would I back the mission? I never wanted to be in Afghanistan.
Shh. Jesus Christ. All you do is talk, Chronic. What? I'm kidding. Hammer, put the friggin' link in, would you? Please. Or just come in. Let me give you the thing. You want to talk about your strife with Susan, who hates you. Apparently, she wants to cancel everyone who actually ever talked to you in their lives. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy talk. There, come on in. Hello, Fabian Farina. Oh, El May. Oh, how are you? Chrome Dome Omega. Hey, let's go back to Undead Chronic until Hammerhand shows up. He's going to get everything fixed.
Afghanistan.
I'll text
I don't
him.
care about Afghanistan.
I'm getting
I
all
don't
the
want to
shit here.
spend money on their roads. I don't want to spend money on their water purification systems. I don't want to spend money teaching the dumb Afghanis how to brush their fucking teeth. I don't want to spend money on any of that shit.
Really?
None of it.
I didn't notice.
I don't want to spend money on millions and millions of dollars of Hellfire missiles blowing up random Afghani families.
Yeah.
Like Joe
That's
Biden
bad.
did. I
That's
think he
really
killed
bad.
what?
Yeah.
10 people, 7 kids, including like a 2-year-old child.
Yeah, like a bunch of kids going and a family, father and mother, some kids going to a store. Kind of like Obama did, didn't he?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
your
well, what?
president. Riding with Biden, bombing and killing children. Congratulations, leftists. Although I guess killing children is like the second.
Oh, God. Leading into the 2 stories I had queued up for you guys. Where the hell is Hammer? He doesn't want to talk. Oh, he's going to be there in a second. Okay, guys, Hammerhand's coming. Well, maybe. He can take over, and I can go get some
Commandment
more
of leftism. It's a holy right to them. It's the only thing that will get them up in arms and offended. How dare you take away our
Excuse
rights
me.
to kill children?
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care about the rights you think feminism has given you. See, warlike.
Excuse me. I got to slow this down because the computer router, the evil thing, which I helped design. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Fucking thing's overheating. What? No, it's not true. It couldn't be you, hamster, that did that. No. All right, let's see if the evil Hammer Zombro, go work out and have some scotch and shit. It'll be fun. I guess we'll just wait here for the Hammer. What else do we have? Do we have something other than Undead Chronic? Probably not. Let's see. Maybe we might have a couple of things here. Oh, what's this? Look at this guy. Oh no. He's evil. Oh my God, he's put on the shit list by Susan. Oh no. Let me see. Share file, screen, blah. Come on. Let's see. James Maxwell. There we go. Hammerhand. Look at that face. Look at this guy. 2 months ago. We gotta hear this one. Again, the intro doesn't have enough gingers.
What's up, gang? I hear the Fokker tube
Yeah.
been asking about me. So I'll say that YouTube was grateful enough, good enough,
I don't know.
magnanimous enough to send
I mean,
me on a
Hammer. Yeah, nothing against you, but this Georgie girl singer I thought was kind of fun. Hey there, Georgie girl. Dude, well, I don't know what the hell. What is a Georgie girl? We got to ask the English. Elizabeth Hobson. What the hell is a Georgie girl? They're Georgies or Georgie pudding and pie. There we go. Oh. Look at that. It's a ginger. Shocker. Who would have guessed that from the hamster? I don't know. Probably somebody. Hey there, Georgia girl.
Swinging down the street so fancy free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there.
Inside you,
Baby, there, Georgie girl. Why don't the boys just pass you by? Could it be you?
I mean, that's the funny thing is that she's like, what is she, like 17? I mean, my goodness. She's young. Okay. Nah, no Hammer yet. Because he's an evil bastard. Let's hear some more Georgia girl. I'm gonna the man. The legend.
I don't know about all that, bro.
Well, I do. How are you, man?
I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely. Let's see if the chat can.
Wonderful. I'm watching the chat on YouTube, the place that hates my fucking guts right now.
I mean, what did you do to piss off a woman?
You know what I did?
You're evil. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what I did. I had the unfortunate distinction of being born with twig and berries, and they don't like that too much anymore.
Oh, you. Well, I have. I understand. I can't say, but yeah, I am, and other stuff that we can't talk about. Yeah,
all that other shit. Yeah, I got you, man. You sound like you're like 3 sheets in the wind, boy.
No. It's been a long week, though.
Say this is normally you. Don't drink.
Don't drink, people. No, I'm just. No, I don't smoke weed either. I just had a couple of beers. It's like the week was. Oh God, I'll call you later.
Yeah, just text me, bitch. I'm gonna be doing something.
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. So, any plans for the weekend? Do anything fun?
Not really. My brother's goddamn car just blew up. He just blew a head gasket.
No shit.
I'm gonna run over there and take him car shopping and shit. And
well, why don't you fix it? Whatever. You're not a man. You're not a man.
No, it's not that. When these particular 4-cylinder turbos blow a head gasket, it runs all of that shit and shrapnel down into the oil pan. So
then you're done. Yeah.
You're done.
A Volkswagen or what is it?
No, he drives a Fusion.
Yeah, I actually had a bug with a 1.8 liter turbo.
Yeah, it's a good car, man, but it's just unfortunate those fucking things happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's never a good thing, right? You get that.
No.
Once you get antifreeze in your oil, you might as well. You're fucked. You're done.
Hey, boy, wrench me up, man. Wrench me up.
Oh, you need a wrench? Oh, shit.
Yeah, a different account now. So yeah.
You don't have a wrench? Jesus.
Well, I did.
Well, hold on.
Thank you, by the way. I appreciate you, Mr. Hamster. God damn. Oh, by the way, big ups to the chat.
My friend, come on.
Big up to the host. Big ups to the chat. Thanks, guys, for turning out. I appreciate it as always, and I know the hamster does.
Absolutely. Let me wrench you. Oh, I hope this is. Well, hold on. Jeez.
Don't hurt him, hamster.
Hammer, we're in the same time zone. It's only like 5:30, but yeah, let me turn that off. So I
got to get out there too. I'll have some time here towards the end of September and middle October, man. Maybe we can get out there and cut a few vids.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think is it Zombro that's coming out here? Maybe we can work something out. We'll all go together, have some steaks, and
sure.
Be stupid. It'll be fun.
Sure.
All right. Did you put a comment in here? Where is the wrenchy?
Yeah, it's not too far from the bottom.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. There
I posted the channel link there, but it's not showing up like it's a link actually. So that's kind of weird.
Well, you have to have a mod. Yeah, you have to be a mod. So
you got to be a mod. Okay.
Yeah. Now you're a mod.
My
you
man.
are the man. Yes.
I'm gonna restart that page right there with the shit on there. Okay.
So I mean, what were you and Undead talking about to make this bullshit happen?
Oh, it wasn't anything that we were talking about, man. I already had 2 strikes on the channel for ticky tacky shit, and then they went back. Have you seen this girl in New York that has the short crop hair? She looks like the little dressmaker off of The Incredibles. Have you seen that girl yet?
I'm not sure. Do you know what's her name? Is it
I
that one
don't
that was a
know.
feminist? Now she's married. That one.
Well, I don't know about feminist and being married, but she did this little thing. She was talking about in a poetic kind of way. It was actually like street poetry, and
Oh.
she put out this little production. It was like a minute or something. Nadia in New York just came up in the chat. Yeah,
Oh,
Nadia in
okay.
New York, and I reposted that. Just reposted it. And then they said it was fucking hate speech and medical misinformation. My third strike. See you later. Fuck off.
Yeah. I almost got there at some point. I had 2.
And of course, there's a whole bunch of fucking losers that are running around claiming that they got the ADL and the Defamation League and all of these people, the Brookings Institute involved, and that's what got me taken off. It's unbelievable how people are.
I just try to put a link in there, and I think, well, hold on.
Yeah, it's not working.
Might be getting weird here.
Don't know.
No, there it is. Yeah, the StreamYard link, guys. Go ahead and jump in. You want to talk to Hammerhand? Who doesn't?
Nobody wants to talk to this old motherfucker.
Well, I mean, he's got a big old beard, so he's like Mr. Santa. He's coming. No, yeah, we got to get together. I was going to go over to see my sister in Evansville, but I don't know. This work shit came up, and I was like, Jesus Christ, really? Can I take a fucking break? You know, I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, I might just want to drink beer.
Yeah, I don't blame you one fucking bit. Michael Guevara in the chat says you got burned for that one. I said, yeah, yeah, that's what they burned down a 40 fucking K channel for.
Oh, you had 40,000? Wow.
Yeah, I was sitting right at 38. Yeah.
I mean, do you really think that many people listen to you?
Not really. I think there's a whole bunch of bots in there or some shit. Not really.
You were paying for subs. You know that. I mean, nobody cares.
Of course. That's what all of the misinformation MGTOW do, right? That's what you do. You pay for your subs.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
You self-inflate. You become flatulent, and then you die. Fuck it.
I'm kind of surprised some of these men aren't coming in here, especially Shinobi One.
That ain't
Don't you want to talk to Hammerhand? I mean, come on.
Nobody wants to get in here and talk to me, boy. I ain't nobody. I'm just some fucking guy, man. Just some guy.
No, that's the thing, though. If we talk with you, we're going to get our channels canceled.
You just might. The way that Chronic was going off today on that video, oh my God, man, that was a fantastic video. That was a fantastic video. Yeah, he's talking about the fucking Islamachads.
Oh yeah. I was just playing it actually.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's a great video. I think that's one of his better videos of late here.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell. Most of them suck, but once in a while.
Well, I ain't gonna go down like that. So I am not gonna sit there and bag on that man. He absolutely is a roasting treasure. He's a treasure. He really is. He does a lot for the fucking manosphere, or what's left of it. And have you thought about that yet? Is the manosphere still an entity? Is it a thing, or is it breaking up?
I have been thinking about it. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, because we had that recent Abba Preach stuff with Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, true.
I mean, there's all this fucking bullshit. My dick's bigger than yours. Like, okay, fine.
That Fresh and Fit thing is going to come back to bite a lot of people in the ass.
How so?
Well, what he was doing was absolutely coercion. Saying when he gets out there and he says, this is the skinny one, right? When he gets out there and he says, well, I was just being honest. But no. Dangling a show appearance in front of somebody and then saying, before you come on stage, we're going to fuck. That is not being honest. That's coercion. That's some Harvey Weinstein shit.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that starts to happen. All that woman has to, as a matter of fact, I do believe and then they went and doxed her on the fucking podcast.
Really?
Yeah. They sent a whole bunch of motherfuckers after her to try to intimidate her. See, she got a lawyer.
What are these fucking guys doing here? This is not the way to treat people. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. It's my opinion, so fuck me. I could be wrong, but I think that we've seen kind of the evolution of a certain kind of psychosis. Is where these guys get on, and apparently all or most of these women that were showing up on this FNF podcast were fucking Gaines. And Timon and Pumbaa there,
right.
They were fucking them,
yeah.
And it was being used as like a carrot. If you want on the show, you gotta fuck us. That is outright coercion. It's outright coercion.
I don't agree with that kind of shit. That's bullshit.
No, fuck all of that, man. Fuck all of that. It can't be linked to sexual favors or sexual intimidation. It can't be linked in such a manner. And he did it himself. All of the emails came out. Where he fucked up was he thought that he was just blowing this chick off like a couple of years ago before they exploded, before they blew up. She saved all of his emails.
Oops.
So as soon as they fucking doxed her, she put all of the shit out there in the airwaves.
Yeah, I just yeah, we could probably have a longer discussion about this, but this whole pickup artist bullshit, I just can't do it.
They're not artists, brother. Yeah, the PUA as a name, as an identifier, it's a misnomer. I mean, they're not artists. They're deceivers.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
don't view a woman as anything other than an object to satisfy their own pleasure centers. I know a lot of guys probably think that, but don't act on it, because it's not going to get you anywhere but fucked up, in trouble.
But I mean, aside from that, I mean, treating other human beings like that, it's ridiculous.
It is. It shows a tremendous amount of detachment from reality. It's not reality. I realize that they treat us that way. They do treat us that way. Women, man, they're gone. And you can say the same thing about men. People like you and I that sit around and have this kind of conversation, Undead Chronic, a few others, it's not many. We're still here. But these motherfuckers, they're not humans, bro. They're not humans.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I like to bitch about women, I don't want to mistreat them. No, I don't want them to be used. I mean, that's fucking crazy.
No, it's look, you can't cry about being a virtuous person and then expecting virtue from other people while you're being a user and engaging in usury. It doesn't make any sense, but this whole fucking world don't make any sense anymore.
I mean, it seems like some guys are like, well, women they're gonna do all this shit to us. We're gonna fuck them. No.
For me, pardon the pun, it's not tit for tat for me. It's not. I don't do that shit. I just remove myself from that kind of crap so that nobody is going to be able to take advantage of me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want anything to do with that. I mean,
no.
if you want to get laid, go up to a woman and say, hey, let's go fuck or whatever.
That's pretty much what they do now,
Jesus Christ. Riggs is here. Hello, guys. Hello, Riggs.
What's up, Riggs?
Talk to Hammer, Mr. Herpes. Turn your mic on or something.
That's all right. He'll figure it out.
Maybe he's just, having a day. Who knows?
Well, I think everybody's having a fucking day here of late.
Oh, God. Joker needs a new channel, too. Really? Is Joker out or what?
Nah, he needs to. Fuck it. I have no opinion on that. I'm not going to give an opinion on that.
I have no idea.
Polska Bob, what's up, sir? How you doing?
Let me send you the link. Get in here and talk, because you want to talk to Hammerhand. Who doesn't want to talk to Hammer?
Apparently, a lot of people.
Well, hey, you're that kind of asshole.
That's true. That's true. I'll never deny that.
Now
that's
he's
all right.
Back. Hold on. Are you there finally, Riggs?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing. It's not coming through on my my earbuds. It's only playing on my phone for some odd reason.
Go into your settings there and change your audio settings.
How do you change that?
See where it says cam mic? It's got the little gear wheel.
Right.
Click that, and you'll see a sub menu for audio settings.
Sounds like Riggs has had a couple. I'm just saying.
Is everybody torched on this stream except me?
Yeah, you need to catch up.
That ain't happening, good sir.
Yes, sir. Understand.
You know, when I finally do meet you, I'll buy you a couple of pictures, but I'm calling you an Uber.
Pictures?
Sure.
That's like a starter. What are you talking about? No.
Oh, God damn. we're canceling that one. LH Paul says, go ahead.
Yeah, go. No, really. What's up with the Joker? I have no idea. What's he up to? Last time I checked, he was in like Montana or something.
I don't know nothing about his destination.
Yeah, he's got like this RV thing, which is cool. You know,
yeah, it's good enough. I mean, with the amount of subs and cash that he's pulling down for being mediocre, you know.
Really?
Look, fuck it. Okay, maybe I do have an opinion on it. I think that it's mediocre shit, is what I think. I think that people that straddle the fucking line, that go and get 400,000 subs or 1 million fucking subs, and they just sit there and they give you that milquetoast bullshit that's just a little bit on the red pill side. I think it's horse shit, is what I think. And of course, those people will disagree with me wholeheartedly because they can keep their channels because they don't get fucking yeeted because they are monetized, but they're also towing a certain line. And it's an uncomfortable line. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
Hammerhand's opinions do not reflect the opinions of the host.
Polska Bob is in here drinking again in Chicago.
I just got home, Hamster, so I haven't started drinking yet.
Well, it's coming. It's coming.
What's up, Polska? How you doing?
Hey, Hammer, how are you? What was your channel down for like a day before you got a new one going?
No, I was working on it just a couple of hours after the stream with Chronic.
So they took it down right in the middle of the live stream?
Well, what happened is that we were in the middle of that stream, and there's a 1 hour time limit. So they had already put the kill switch on it. It had already been killed, but because we were in the middle of a live, nobody knew anything until that 1 hour time limit expired. And then when Chronic tried to get everybody back, it was like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And somebody come up in the chat while Chronic was talking, and they're like, Hammer just got banned. You know?
Wow. Like midstream. That's pretty crazy.
Yep, midstream. I took that little clip out. It's a few minutes long, and I just put it on the new Hammerhand channel so you guys can kind of see how that went down.
Yeah, I just seen one of your videos just posted during this live stream. Actually, the 18-minute one.
Yep, that should be it.
I didn't get a chance to finish watching it. Figured I'd jump on here.
I never watch Hammerhand's video. He scares me. He's evil.
I am a toxic man.
Oh no, he's a certain thing, and then he's got a beard and everything.
Bro, look. When you say Hammerhand and you line up pros and cons, the pro is that nothing. The con, I'm white. I got a beard. I'm bald. I resemble a neo-Nazi. What else do I resemble?
Oh my God.
Fat people are kind of fucked up. Nobody likes them anymore. Or did they ever? I don't really know.
I was kind of thinking he looked a little bit like AH, but what do I know?
Well, man, too, right? If I go and I give no, he was actually kind of a healthy fella.
Well, he ate all that vegetable shit. He didn't drink or anything. It's like, what fun is that? My God, in your life. Go ahead.
Kept him going for a little while, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well.
I think he kind of looked like Kratos. Hammerhand.
Yeah, everybody says that, man. It was unintentional, I promise.
It's a great game. I love that game too.
I have never played it. I've seen some clips and stuff of people playing it, and it looks interesting.
Oh, the newest one is great. Yeah, if you like the games, I definitely recommend you play it.
Is that the one where he goes up against Thor?
You don't actually fight Thor. He just pops up at the end of the game.
Oh, I see. Shinobi One says, I put an empty cup by my speakers. When Hammerhand talks, it fills with toxic poison. And I want you to go and get a big old drink of it, gulp it down, and then we'll die together.
Oh my God. What?
What do you mean, what?
No. I'm sorry. I'm opening a 6-pack. You guys talk. Go ahead.
I just I'm drinking a glass of big ass glass of water here with a Mio in it. It looks like fucking engine coolant.
Oh my God, really?
Tastes like Jello, looks like engine coolant.
Damn. No, that's not good. Briggs is back.
It's all good. What's up, Briggs? Uh-oh.
He doesn't know how to run his gear. I don't know what's going on.
It's all good, man. Sometimes it takes a minute to get used to that. Chrome Dome Omega, legend has it, Hammerhand's body can be destroyed, but his will always lasts and rejuvenate him into a new, stronger form of the monk.
I'm having issues with this, guys. I can't get audio to come through my headset. I can hear it through the phone. My microphone still works, but yeah.
Riggs, figure it out because we want to hear from you, bro. And look who's
I'm trying
in the chat.
to. I'm selecting every damn setting.
Ken Del Rican is in the chat.
Ken Del Rican's coming on. Hello, Ken. Come on in,
Kenny,
man.
the original walk and talk MGTOW shit.
Exactly.
Did you guys just see the video he did where he does Alex Jones and he's talking about you? It's absolutely fucking hilarious.
No, I'll have to go watch it.
What is it called? Ken Del Rican? Okay, well, I'll look it up. You guys talk. I'll look it up.
Go get it.
No, please talk.
Yeah,
go.
He perfectly channels like Alex Jones when he goes into like fit and rage stuff. Like I said, I was cracking up. I had to pull over.
That's outstanding. Oh man, Ken's out there in that great big old forest of fucking cucks and suckers and simps.
On the Pacific Northwest, he's out there, ain't it?
Yep, out there in the Pacific Northwest. Man, when I was out there visiting with Vention, I want to tell you the run from the upper part of Utah all the way up to Washington State down the Columbia River Gorge is magnificent, just magnificent.
Do you take is that on the PCH?
No, I went 80 to 84.
Okay, so you were in state?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the interior of the borders there. No, PCA, I guess, go ahead.
Who'd you visit on that trip when you went out there?
Vention MGTOW, and then on the way back, it was Mr. Elite.
It was Mr. Elite.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that live stream.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. All of that stuff, there's a lot of folks asking, not too many in the chat though, but I'm going to tell you anyways. All of that stuff, everything that was on this channel that just got whacked is over on Odyssey. And you can catch that on 2 different channels. One is Hammerhand, the other one is Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk. I've got 2 of them over there. And BitChute, and MGTOW TV, and Manosphere TV, which is a offshoot of MGTOW TV.
You know what?
Do you have a link there you want to drop in the chat there, Hammer? Or?
I can take a minute and look it up while we're talking. Sure. Go ahead. What's up there, Polska?
I was going to say about Mr. Elite. Yeah, I shot him a text. I haven't heard from him in a while.
He's doing the Odyssey thing.
Is he doing Odyssey or is he doing the TikTok thing?
Or TikTok. I'm sorry. I meant to say TikTok.
Can't stand that app.
It's a piece of shit, bro. But I'm going to tell you, it is a red pill gold mine.
Is it really?
I heard Mr. Elite moved to Arizona. He probably melted.
He did.
Jesus.
He did. No, he's out. See, on the TikToks that I watch, he's out walking on the streets, just giving his opinion on stuff and talking about shit that he's seeing. TikTok has become this place where all of these crazy, fucking lonely, delusional people go and they vent their grievances to other crazy, lonely, delusional people, and nobody can come up with an answer for what their problems are.
It seems like because Chronic is doing a lot of their videos. It just seems like lonely women.
It is like a lot, like fucking millions of them, and they're so fucking dim-witted. They can't understand that if they keep doing the shit that they're doing, if they keep playing inside the box, the sandbox that's gotten them pregnant and left, that's all they're gonna have. They're whack.
They're just doomed to repeat the same cycle. What do they call that? The lonely cat ladies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just over and over and over. It's the same fucking shit. No matter where you go, there you are.
Go off for a smoke.
You guys hear me? Is this thing working?
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
I can hear you. Let me try and put it up on the dashboard here, see if that helps any. As far as signal goes.
You guys, you gotta keep the flow going here. I mean, I can't help. You got to talk. Something.
Yes, sir. I'm going out for a smoke.
Oh, you coke my ass, Polska. We know what you're going for. Come on.
I'm going out for a smoke.
A smoke.
Oh, a smoke.
Smoke.
Coke.
All right, you guys. I just posted all of those links for those of you that are interested. You know what? I think I'll go get the BitChute link too. I'll post that, and that way you've got every place that you can reach me if you want to reach me. You want to see that daily red pill, but who the fuck cares, right?
You still got a channel that's actually allowed to live there, Hammerhead?
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm putting something up here in the next couple of hours when I get off of here, and it's shocking.
I'll take a look and see if I can find you. It seems like you get canceled every time you stick your nose above ground anymore. Susan seems to love you.
Yeah, they do. You know how it is. They got them pasty little sensors working overtime trying to get us.
Yeah.
He's just that kind of guy.
What do you got? Like 3 channels now?
No, man. I got. I'll have 2 on YouTube here.
Kendall Rican is in the chat here, guys.
What's up, Kenny?
Hey,
I gotta get him
How
in
everybody
here.
doing?
He's funny as hell.
Right now, I'm walking. Literally, I'm walking.
Thanks for coming, man.
Park,
Hope you're all right.
and stuff.
Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I don't know if the quality's gonna be good, but so yeah, I'm about to make a video regarding to this Marxist teacher.
I mean,
You guys seen the video, right?
There's noises. I mean,
Yeah, somebody needs to mute their mic.
Wind noise.
Yeah.
Let me roll up my window here. I'm on my way home. Is that a little bit better?
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear all the road noise coming through.
Oh, my bad. I shut the window to try and combat that a bit. I'm in my piece of crap Honda.
Aldwick says, when is the MGTOW movie version 2 dropping? It won't be soon. I'm still putting those segments together and making sure that I've got everything that I need to go with on that, because I'm sure that when I drop that motherfucker, it's going to get me knocked off of everything.
Oh, did you guys see that? That was a drug deal that just went on.
Oh, no, I'm not even paying attention to that screen. I'm watching on YouTube.
Just some of the things I observe out here on my balcony.
It's amazing, ain't it?
The cicadas are getting a little loud out here.
LH Paul, that Antifa teacher said he's scared for his life. Good. Fuck that motherfucker. He should be. He should be scared for his fucking life.
That guy's a
Maybe
piece
next
of
time
shit.
he won't spout his mouth the next time, huh?
I don't know about spouting the mouth. All I know is that these people feel this fucking emboldened to give up what they're doing to your kids and how they're harming your kids. They're not teaching your kids anything. They're brainwashing your kids. They're teaching your kids to fucking hate you.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm right now, I'm about to do the walk and talk shit. And I'm gonna talk about, I had this video for like 3 days about a teacher in California where she put the LGBT flag. And it was how you call that? Have you guys seen the video? It's in TikTok.
I had not seen the video, but that bitch got fired too, right?
Yeah, she did get fired.
Yeah,
Good.
she got fired. But you don't understand that me as a single father, I had to deal with teachers like that when I was raising my son in the schools out here, and they act just like that. Let me tell you a story, man. So my son moved in with me when he was 12 years old, right? And then so you have to break this kid down because they was with their mom, right? Single mom and shit like that. So they come with a lot of bad habits and shit. So he goes to school, new school and stuff, and the guy, he's misguided, right? So I had to go to the especially in middle school. I went to the classroom and deal with his teacher. Like it took them like 5 times. And the first time, I was like, okay, he's new, he's getting in the program, with dad and stuff like that. And then the second time, I dealing with his teachers and shit like that. But the 5th time, I told the teacher to fuck off. I like, listen, don't call me here for me to come over here and deal with my son shit. Send them home. I'm not coming here because my job is about to fire me if I keep coming out here every fucking time that my son do something. You got to talk to these motherfuckers just like that, okay? Because they don't understand anything else. They don't understand anything else. Their mind is so fucking polluted. They teaching garbage, They're teaching garbage, and it's just crazy. It's just craziness, man. It's craziness. I hate dealing with teachers. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it, man.
They're goddamn drones, Ken. I mean, have you ever seen it? They talk to you like you're 5.
Oh my God. And you know what? It's like 90% of the school district is run by women, from the principal, vice principal, and everybody else behind it. It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think it's
they've
actually
been making
more than that, but yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, toxic masculinity. Yeah, that's the problem. Right.
Well, it's just making the work environment so difficult and so stressed for men to be in the environment that men drop out. The only ones that stay are the male feminists. Right. They're the only ones that stick around.
I don't even like associating with the women at my work. They're lazy. They'll sit there. They'll come back to my work area and they'll drop off a pallet of stuff and just leave a fucking mess everywhere, and expect me to clean it up. But the other people that do the same job as she does will come back, put the pallets, where they need to be, and be a decent coworker. No, the females, they just come back, drop shit off, and just leave it everywhere. It's like,
that's right.
I hate dealing with them.
They're shit workers. I mean, a lot of them are. I have to give credit where it is due. I have worked with women that pull their weight, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. If you do your job, I have no problem with that chick, none at all. And I'll never give them any fucking grief for it. But that is an exception to the rule.
Exactly. And they'll walk up and like smack you on the backside, and ha ha he. But if you were to do it reverse, the world's gonna come to an end.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen for a long while. The last one that did that, I turned around and I gave her kind of a look, and she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's try not to do that because that can put us in territory that's not going to be good for you or me." And then I went directly to our mutual supervisor and I informed them of that. And he's like, "Well, do you want to do anything?" I said, "No, I just want you to know that she slapped me on the ass unprovoked. In case this comes back, that's how it went down."
At least you reported it and covered your butt.
Yeah, literally.
I get weird looks now because obviously I've been dealing with the red pill and I'm over the rage section of it, and I don't even make eye contact with these women anymore. I just keep looking where I'm going. I don't pay them no mind, and it's like they give me weird looks because I'm not gawking at them like every other dude.
It's that duality that exists in them, brother. You know, they'll see somebody in 2 seconds. They'll know if they want them to look. They'll see somebody in 2 seconds. They'll know if they don't want them to look. And even the guys that they don't want to look at them, if they don't look, they have this expectation, well, they should have looked. They're fucking
why
weird.
Isn't he looking? What's wrong with him?
Yeah. Immediately it's something wrong with you. So yeah, they're like that.
I don't pay him no mind much anymore, other than that noticing the weird reactions I get.
Yep, you get a lot of them, man. I kind of tune them out, to be honest with you. I don't mess with them too much anymore. The one female that I do work with, it's not a real close working relationship. I couldn't be in one of those anyways. But you know, the shop's always
it's difficult.
It is. The shop's always loaded. She's not an asshole. You know, she's not an asshole. She's been there for a few months, and typically they kind of show their colors inside of 60 days.
Pretty much.
They can't hide it.
Hey, man, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever been recognized on the streets or in your local neighborhood and shit like that?
Yes.
Oh, really? And
yes.
Does people approach you and shit like that?
I've been approached a couple of times, and one guy, I went into my local convenience store about 30 days ago, and he said, "Hey, bro, I saw your TikTok." And I said, "What TikTok? What's TikTok?" And he goes, "Don't play that shit. I know it's you. I saw that TikTok." So yeah, I get recognized.
Is it weird? Is it weird to be recognized on the streets from, you know, average person?
Yeah, because you don't know what their intent is.
Right.
You know, you don't know if they try to fuck with you, or if they're like, "Hey, I understand what you're saying," or I mean, it's going to be a very polarizing conversation, because that's just the way that our conversations are. We talk about things that nobody wants to talk about or acknowledge.
Right.
Now, was that from the TikTok or your actual YouTube channel, or
that was from the TikTok? I just had a 40K TikTok that was banned.
You hit 40K on TikTok, huh?
Yeah. I had 40K on TikTok. I had 2 videos that were over 2 million and one that was over 1 million.
Evil.
Yeah. You know? No shit, right?
You know, I opened up TikTok like a week ago. You know how long I lasted? 10 fucking minutes.
I believe it. Bro, it's mind-numbing shit.
I just went to the department of the military chicks, TikTok military chicks, and I saw all those videos there with all these bitches dancing with helmet on and doing all kinds of shit with it. You know, I was like, holy shit, what the? I was surprised that the military allowed this shit. You know?
Let me tell you something. If that fucking shit had happened in the 1980s, every one of those bitches would have been on a form and gone.
Hell yeah. Gone. They'd be gone. And I don't understand the United States government allow this, knowing that TikTok is a Chinese company. Don't they got records and data collection they do with these folks?
Ask yourself that question again, Ken. They know what the fuck this is because they're all in on it.
Right.
They're all in on it, brother. They're all in on it.
They got to be. I mean, it has to be.
And which data are they collecting from whom?
Everybody. Nobody gives a fuck enough. Yeah, they're collecting it. Boy, they're collecting your the place that you live. They collect whether or not they're collecting your voice right now. They collect your face. I mean, they got AI image recognition systems out there right now that decipher partial faces. Like if you're wearing a bandana, that motherfucker will get you from your eyeballs.
I'm not on TikTok, so why would I care? I don't know.
No, I'm not talking about just TikTok. I'm talking about everywhere.
Yes, it's getting worse.
It's
Baby Jail is
good.
here. Hello, Baby Jail. What's up?
Thanks for having me on, guys. How y'all doing this beautiful Friday night?
Chilling
like a villain, ain't no doubt.
Chilling like a good guy. We ain't the bad guys, man.
Well, you live long enough, you're going to be a villain. Just know that, man.
Well, to some people, and I can't help their warped perception of what the truth actually is.
That's very good, very true, Hammerhand. Look, I think I got a little different take on all this. Well, I don't think it's that different, actually. I think We got to start policing these simps, man. We got to start shutting them down. These simps are what's driving it all. You take he who controls the thing controls society, and simps drive society. Am I wrong? We need to shut these guys down. We
How
can't
do
do
you?
anything to the women.
How?
Nothing.
How?
Good
How do
luck
you
on
intend
that
to do it?
Well, we have to attack them. We have to shame them. That's the most powerful form, don't you think?
I don't think so. They've taken every form of social shame that used to exist and turned it into a positive. The only people that respond to shame anymore are men.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
There's no
But
shame
the simps
anymore.
right. The simps are the most. They're the group that is easiest to correct with shame, because that's all they care about is validation, external validation.
Sure, but the shame is coming from you is different than the shame coming from a woman.
Right.
This is true, but a simp cares more about how he looks to a man than he does to a woman. And I know you might disagree with that, but it's not true.
I'm going to have to disagree with that. The fact that OnlyFans exists is proof enough to me, you know, and then they didn't turn around and put their shit out there for an IPO and become respectable because somebody informed them that they were going to be bleeding off billions in simp blood.
But hold on, let me push back on that. If the reason the simps think they're legitimate is because they think all these OnlyFans models are sex workers, is which they really are. They're sex workers. Is that all these men are paying money towards sex workers? So they feel the true validation is through other men. But if we shut them down and embarrass them, put them where they really need to be, shame them, and they won't see the validation from men, they will stop doing it. Because here's why. Because it's not just about a woman getting them off. It's not just about irking and jerking. Because if that were the case, there is so much free porn out there. What it's about is like, oh, I'm getting attention from this girl that's getting attention from thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of other men. But that they don't realize it's just other simps. And if we properly shame them, I'm not saying it'll solve things, but I think we have to keep, that's the battle. I think that's where we can win, because we cannot affect women. Women will only listen to other women.
I don't see how it works. Look, we got technology. You got your average man, your average simp out there on a computer with a debit card, credit card, go out there by himself, jerk himself off and watch his skank. You know, how can you control that? There's no way. There's so much video that I can do. There's so much video Hammer can do, and everybody else, and Maxwell and anybody can do it, right? Because I do call them out where they're simping, but it's not enough. They don't want. Ain't nobody listen. Nobody has shame anymore. There's no shame. There's no shame. It's a free for all, men and women, especially women. There's no shame, man. Once they took away the churches and all the basic foundation, it's shit.
Dude, shame works on men. It doesn't work on women unless it comes from other women. And that's my point. Men can be shamed by other men, but we have to do it strong. We have to do it strong, consistent.
Like you can shame your brother.
Your dad.
You can
your
shame your
brothers
brother.
and your dad.
Family member. Yeah, but it can do so much. You see what I'm saying?
That's where it starts, man. Start with our family. Start with our friends. Look, we didn't get here overnight. We let a bunch of losers and a bunch of simps get us here over generations and decades. But we got to be willing to fight the long battle. It ain't going to be solved tonight, tomorrow, next week.
Well, due to the fact that we live in a gynocentric government where there's men who are simps and they provide this law to help women. I mean, come on. Shit.
Yeah, we've lost, sir. Our battle is over.
Hey,
But we have to start thinking long term.
I've been saying
we
this
got
for
to start
I've been saying this for years. We lost the
shaming
battle.
the younger men and hard.
I don't have no problem saying that we lost the battle. We done.
I mean,
We always. The only thing I can tell
Let me make a point. Who won Afghanistan? The simps? Who won Afghanistan? The simps or the masculine men? That's how we have to start thinking.
There was no winner. There's no winner.
Like Chronic said.
Oh, there was a winner. It was the
It
was the masculine Muslim men who won against our feminist government.
No, that's bullshit. They filled the vacuum that was left by the departure of the states. That's it.
The vacuum was
there no
there as a result of feminism. Hammer. That was because of the weakness of feminism.
No, bro, that was because of an invasion. That was because the United States walked in there and killed 1 million fucking people.
And not only that, but did you guys know that CIA did a program out there with feminism in Afghanistan?
Yeah, they're doing it in Pakistan too.
How'd that go?
Yep.
It failed because
Actually, not really.
masculinity destroys femininity.
Let me give you a sample right now. Right now, as I was
They
speaking,
play the long game.
Right now, as I was speak, I'm watching RT, and the women in Afghanistan are protesting right now with the Taliban in power. So that let you know something.
They're
I saw
losing.
that.
They're going to
I saw
lose.
that.
Feminism got defeated in Afghanistan. The simps were defeated in Afghanistan. That is reality. Shame the simps, destroy the simps, the rest will follow.
You know, I hope that you're right, because I made a video on Mixer.tv regarding to that this matter, how Afghanistan is the only country in the world that still got a strong pimp hand. But I'm still rooting for them. I am rooting for them. Okay, at least we can have two countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan. So the rest of the world, is fucked. Okay, but if those two countries can maintain a strong pimp hand and do the Sharia law, whatever shit they practice out there, good for them. Fuck them.
But my friend, you're making my case. They won because they destroyed the simps. Now they're going farther than I would go. They're cutting their heads off with a pocket knife. I'm not willing to go that far. All I'm saying is shame them a little. And I think we need to at least start thinking in that direction. And look again, we got defeated in Vietnam. Did we get defeated by the feminists? No, we got defeated by the fucking masculinity of Vietnamese men fighting for the country against us. We lost.
I'm not biting on any of that shit.
Yeah,
this was not a defeat. It was not a defeat. I'm not saying that we won anything. I'm saying that it existed for a reason, just like Vietnam, just like Cambodia, just like Korea. It's not about wins and losses. It's about prolonging that shit, setting up a national goddamn bank in these countries, which they did, and then turning them inside out.
The goal was to do what you just said. Did we achieve the goal? No. What does that mean? We got the L. And I hate to argue with you because I agree with so much what you say. In the end, we
argue away. It's all good.
And why did we get the L? We got the L because the strategy was run by feminism, which was endorsed by simps. And there's no way we have that bullshit failure strategy unless it's endorsed and run by simps like Captain Simp Dementia, pedophile Biden himself.
I just think that's one dimensional.
Well, it's not. I mean, the simping is strong. We can't convert a masculine country into being weak and pathetic like Europe in one generation. We lost for a reason. Our goal was to convert them into being a Western country. We failed at that goal. I'm not going to say we lost the war so far as soldiers and battles and pew pew pews, pew pew, but we lost. Our goal was to Westernize them. We lost, and we will always lose because if a populace does not choose a way of life, it will not go that way.
Anybody want to hop in on that?
Well, I think Afghanistan's kind of been a lost cause for what, 2,000 years. So I think it's pretty ignorant to think that we can go in there and westernize a country. That's for sure.
Well, nobody succeeded
over there either.
That's feminism thinking. I'll change this man. I'll change this man. I'll change him. Yeah, we thought we could change this man. You know what this man was? Masculinity. And they whooped. They cannot be defeated. We're not going to give up.
Oh, I'm not asking you to give up, bro. I appreciate your point of view. It's a nice, solid argument. I just think that it's one feather of a bird.
Maybe.
You know, there's a lot of shit going on over there. There's a lot of stuff going on here. These people are moving and fucking shaking, and they're trying to shake billions of people into a particular frame of mind.
Hammer, don't you think we would have been better off going to the masculine men in that country and appealing to them rather than trying to demasculize and feminize the Afghanistan?
Do you think that your overlords and rulers in this world want masculine men? No, they don't. So when men come home from war, yes, they do. When men come home from war, the fastest way to get those very well-trained men, masculine men, out of the system is to kill them in another war.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not as simple as just feminism or just simps or just cucks. The simp and the cuck word didn't come into the being here in the last 10 years, maybe.
Hammer, my point is the building blocks of these poor decisions are all built with the decisions of the simp truly run things, and they still do. Look, every part of government, to the alderman, to the senator, to the representative, to the governor, to the president. Simp, 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 simp.
How do you call somebody that holds all the power in the world a simp?
Because they get their power from women, Hammer. That's where the power comes from. They are the dominant voting bloc.
No, they don't.
They give them, they pay tribute, they pay their silver, and they turn over. Judas turns over.
No, they don't.
Right?
They imbue them with power to control you. Men are always at the head of this table.
Hammerhead.
Yo.
You're exactly right. If I may disagree, this other guy doesn't know which end is up. I think you're dead right, Hammer.
I got you, bro. I'm not trying to bomb nobody out, man. It's just a point of view,
I'm
just
not
an opinion.
either. Yeah.
Where do women get power if not from simps? I question that.
It's no, it's the technology. Look, in the old days, let me finish. You had your time. So in the old days, before the internet, before cell phones, before smartphones, girls only had the availability of men that were around them. When smartphones and internet came around, that opened up the scope of men they had access to. That's
how does
not
a woman
the simp.
put you in
That's
prison?
the technology.
How
That's
does
not
a woman
the
put
simp.
you in prison? How does a woman get you canceled?
That's not
How
the
does a wo-
simp. Stop
My
with the
question is
repeating.
simple.
That's feminine.
How does a woman
stop being feminine?
take
Let me
power?
finish.
You're not thinking.
Whoa,
How does a
whoa,
woman
ho,
take
ho,
power
ho,
from you?
ho. Guys,
How does a woman take power from you?
Let's calm this down.
She
a little
needs
bit.
a simp.
Come on now.
She needs a simp. Where does a woman get her power?
Whoa,
From a simp.
Whoa. Let's try to just not interrupt each other and get our points of view out there, okay? Can we do that?
Thank you,
Please?
Hamster.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. So the point is, it's not the simp; it's the technology. That's what's given her this great access. With this great access, she's doing many bad things. We all agree. Now, is the simp being helpful? Not to the rest of the men. It's just fuel for the fire.
Here's a question for anybody that wants to take it. Does the simp know that he's a simp?
Nope. They don't
No,
know.
but here's my question: where does a woman get power from?
Men,
What are those men called?
politicians, world leaders, globalists.
Right, simps. They get power from simps.
No, I got to disagree with that.
Okay, then who? Okay, then where do they get power from? That's not a simp. I would argue.
I think you're conflating two different things there. I understand what you're saying. Giving them power is simpery. I understand that.
No.
But what they're doing is they're using part of the population to control the masculine part of the population.
Right. Which part? The simps or the non-simps?
They don't care about the simps. They care about the men that could actually take their power.
Yeah, but they use the simps to gain the power.
That's true, but it's a side effect of what they're doing. It's a side effect of 70 years of single mothers.
Right. They use the simps to gain the power. The simps are the problem.
That's still a one-dimensional analysis.
But it's finite and conclusive and accurate.
To who?
To anyone with 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a mind to look at these things.
Well, I got
Women
all
do
of
not
that.
have.
I don't see
Okay,
that.
so okay, what man can a woman manipulate other than a simp to do something wrong to you?
Really? I don't see that at all. At all. Look, man. Any woman
lawyers
can sit there and say, "Hey, that guy just raped me." Is that guy a simp? No, but he's being manipulated, and he's going to get clubbed on the head and go to jail
by simps who
by
arrest him,
enforcers.
by simps who are the judges, by
That
the
is
police
incorrect.
who enforce it. Really?
That's incorrect. Yes. Those people are stormtroopers, homeboy. They're not fucking simps.
I call them simp troopers, and that's where you're wrong.
New words, man. I love it.
These are simp troopers, dude. They follow the order of the simp lord, not Sith Lord, simp lord, who obeys the law and order of the simp master, which is the power of the whammon.
Yeah, I've never heard any of that, man.
That's pretty funny.
Go spend some time in family court. You'll see
I've
the
been
order
there.
of the simp
Been
lord.
there. I won my son in family court. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Been there, done that.
Congratulations to
You're
you.
not talking to guys who haven't been through it, bro. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Dude, the simp lord has all the power, and the simp lords are run by the women. There's the answer. The simps have the power, and they bend the knee to the women. The
So
feminists.
why isn't this working in Afghanistan then? Why aren't the women in
It
control?
is. Who's in control of Afghanistan? Is it the simps or is it the masculine men?
It's the people that came back in when the U.S. left.
Yeah, and who left? The simps.
The soldiers.
feminism.
No,
the soldiers are run by simps. The soldiers are run by feminism.
No, I'm just not buying that, man.
Nope.
Oh, so the military isn't inclusive, and we're more worried about your gender identity than your actual ability to kill and destroy things?
How long have you been there? 20 years, right?
Yeah, 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, 20 years. So
I don't
they
think
just
anyone on this channel right now will disrespect our fighting men and women. Who will put
No,
their
but
lives
the
on the line.
leadership at the top level, Hamster.
Well, no shit. Right.
They're
Okay.
simps. Yeah, okay, the middle
I don't know about
management,
that.
yeah, they're
They're
fine, but
stupid.
here's the thing. But the management is simps. When the management is simps, you're fucked. The problem is management. The simps. That's my point.
So
Am I wrong?
wait a minute. If yeah, you are. If I may, I would say you're so focused on the simp. I would focus instead on Marxism and communism that is pushing feminism. So they can. That's the only way they can destroy
Why are
us.
they
is from
pushing it?
They're, I just said, yeah. The only way they can destroy us is from within. They cannot take us.
Why
in
are they
front-
pushing it? Because they smell a little bit of punani. And so they're willing to desperately do whatever they can.
No, no way.
like
No
women.
way.
I like
No.
women.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm
man,
not
you
down
guys-
with that.
Oof.
Look, I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. I'm just saying that I'm not on board with that at all.
It's
I
true,
agree
though.
with you, Hammer.
Well,
Hey,
I can
give
agree
me
with
a
all
few.
you, but there's no reason we should all be wrong.
I agree with you 100%. And so obviously, for me, it's very nice to have a nice debate here without being, fucking nasty. So I'm gonna go fill
I
my
love you
glass
all,
up here. Well, I love you guys back. I always do. I'm gonna go fill my glass real quick. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Same. Alcohol break.
We'll still be here. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, guys. All right, baby
Hamster,
Jim, go.
thank you. You put on great shows. You have outstanding people on.
Oh, thank you. Hey, it's I just sit here and just enjoy it myself. So,
You enjoying a beer too, Hamster?
maybe one or two. Yes, thank you. Chris Mitchell's here. Hello, Chris.
Hello, everybody. How is the things going?
Doing
Pretty
good.
yourself?
What's your take on this stuff, Chris?
On the Afghanistan stuff?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It sounds a bit crazy to me, but I mean, I'm in Canada, so don't really got a dog in the fight, I guess.
The last time I talked to a guy from Canada, he goes, when you guys cook off and start to have a civil disobedience day and take over your land all over again, can you just come north and give us the Constitution?
I can definitely second that. I wish we had one.
Really?
All right, but we're gonna take your beer.
No,
Yeah, I'll go there for the beer.
I don't drink.
But we're not
You
going
can
to
have
take
it.
their beer. We're just gonna mandate that they have to keep sending more down.
Hey, that works too.
Send beer and poutine, please, Chris. We'd like
No problem, buddy.
Thank you.
I just finished making pizza stuff, so I can do it. Poutine on its way.
Hey, Chris, you're a cook? You like a chef or what?
Yeah, well, after the COVID thing shut down my contracting company, I decided to, keep myself going by starting a kitchen in my house and serving the small area that I live in.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah. Sink or swim, man.
Chris, do you have a
Yeah,
channel?
so-
Because I really like the guys and the women who do this cooking stuff. That's great. Do you have that?
No, I've considered starting one, but I was kind of going to follow your guys' suit,
No, I
Like
think
that
you
who's
should.
been through the
though. I mean,
divorce
it's
court.
fun. Yeah. Divorce court. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go through the divorce court route. Just
No,
start
don't
a
do
cooking.
that.
Already been there. Already been there.
Oh,
with the
man.
bouncing
All right, gents,
girl.
I'm back.
Hey, Hammer, buddy. Sorry about
Hey,
your
what's up,
channel
guys? How
getting
you doing?
shut down.
Oh, it's okay, man. It's no big deal. I mean, it's number 7. If I work really hard, I'll catch up to Chronic.
Well, I hope so.
Probably,
kinda-
yes.
Kind of put
Well,
you
yeah.
on the list of the legends there. So
Oh,
You're
you know,
halfway there, Hammer.
I'm almost there. If Chronic keeps playing it safe, I'm gonna. After today, I don't know, but keep playing it safe, man. I'll catch him.
Well, he's on 14, so you're on 7, so you are halfway there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know about the whole legends thing, man. I appreciate the hell out of compliments like that, but I can't put myself in that category, bro. I can't. I'm just some guy. Just got tired of getting kicked.
Oh,
Well,
I
that may
understand,
be,
man,
but
but
we love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
yeah, between yourself and Pops, I mean, you guys save more lives than fucking suicide hotline.
Well, we just make ourselves available when these guys need help. And I can't tell you how many emails and letters and things that I get where people are saying I was about to kill myself. And I started listening to your videos or Spetsnaz, or Stardust or Human or any of the OGs. And I didn't. And I'm just glad that they're still breathing, because there's life after this type of crushing pain and disappointment. There's life after this, and you got to be here to live it.
MGTOW does
Hey,
save
Hammer,
lives.
Hey, Hammer, I got a question, man.
What's up, Ken?
How long have you been making content? How many years now?
I've been making content now for almost 7 years.
Oh, 7 years? Really?
Yeah, it's been about 7 years.
I can believe that I've been making content for 3 years.
Yeah, you're
I just
just
wonder-
sliding in there, boy. You're about to become one of them OGs, man.
So the shadow ban is horrible, man. That's why I'm doing different alt tech videos out there, MGTOW Out TV and Odyssey, because the censorship is so annoying, you know, because I'm not able to express myself how I want to express myself. You know, I'm holding back and doing this. I'm just patty wagging around my words and shit.
Well, you're
I don't
just
like
a misogynist pig. Didn't you know that? I mean, come on.
It's hard, man. Hey, Hammer,
Ken.
we need to do a podcast together. We gotta do a podcast together. And have
I'm up for that, bro.
like
Let's
that.
just talk about it, and we'll get it squared away.
Yeah,
hey,
right
Ken.
on, man. Yes,
Hey
sir.
Ken, I gotta admit, I was trying to call into the Podbean podcast last night after the bar, so I was pretty drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, those Podbean things are pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's a pretty good outlet for live streaming. You know, it's amazing because I got people they're not really MGTOW, but they go into some fucked up situation. Like I got this caller who calls from out there from East Jerusalem, and he's a Muslim, and he calls and he tells the story how he's going through gates and shit like that. I got people that call from Africa and from all different places around the world, man. So I just talk with them and shit like that, you know.
Hey, bro, MGTOW and that red pill, the realest red pill is worldwide.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Hammer, that day that I was there one day when you asked, like, just for out of the blue, like at the end of your chat there, you were like, just put in where you're from. You know, I mean,
Yeah, and hundreds
saw
and
countries I
hundreds
haven't
of
even-
countries. Yeah,
right. I haven't even heard of some of these.
yeah, like hundreds of countries. You know, well, I don't think we don't have hundreds of countries, but you get my meaning.
Absolutely.
You know what's
Yeah,
you know what's about what's really bizarre? I do a podcast right once in a while, and I looked at analytic, and what I noticed that more men are listening to MGTOW content from Saudi Arabia. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck, Saudi Arabia? And I'm getting why they doing that, because Saudi allowing women to be like the Western skank now, where they can drive now and they can go,
Yep.
you know, by themselves, run around, travel around the world.
You know,
I did a podcast about it, and I'm calculating 10 years from now they're going to become like the West. You know?
That's the idea.
Oh, that's like India.
Yeah.
India. I mean, when I first started in the MGTOW like 5 years ago, I never heard of anything from India or anyone from India being on their channel. Now they started their own thing, you know, and there's some fucking crazy shit coming out of this. Like crazy, man.
Like what?
Well, I mean, there's the one lady who was beating the two guys in the street just because they like drove past her in an offensive way, and the cops arrested the two guys. The whole video was shot from the street cam, right? And they literally just drove past her, and she steps back, right? So I mean, it's kind of like a cat jumping up in front of your car kind of thing. You do what you could, or you even could do anything. And yeah, they stopped and was like, you know, kind of. I guess you couldn't hear the audio, but I guess they were just checking to see if she was okay, or you know, maybe even told her to fuck up. I don't know. But yeah, she just grabbed something off the street. I think it was just like a piece of lattice or something. Just started beating the one fucker.
Now, what
Right?
country is this?
That's in East India.
Yeah, India and Pakistan. Boy, those fucking bitches. The men they're not men. They're not men. What our fellow was saying earlier about gynocentrism ruling, gynocentrism rules there. Men rule gynocentrism, but gynocentrism rules the population. Plain and simple. I know some folks would disagree with that, but that's, in my opinion, that's the way it is.
Well, I got
Except,
buddies
except
from.
in some tribals, in some tribals places, like I made a video on my previous channel. They got this temple where only men are allowed to go to the temple, right? And they got this identity out there, and it's go by the thousands and thousands of men. They got to climb these big ass stairs and stuff like that. to see their dignity. And then the only women allowed there is to serve men, to provide meals for them, right? But it has to be women they're past the menstruated period, right? The feminists, they're trying to push themselves into the temple, knowing well they're not supposed to be there unless they stop menstruating, right?
Yep,
And
they
try to
always
push
do.
themselves out there. Yeah, and then all these women and all these men kick the shit out of them, stuff like that. You know, they're always trying to push the buttons out there, man, in India. Everywhere, I mean, everywhere.
They will push
Well, like-
into everything. There won't be a male space left in 5 years in India or Pakistan.
Right.
I can believe that.
Sweaty
They're not
Thumper
left
is
right
here,
now.
and just so you guys know, I'm blowing my computer at the moment. So, come on. Hey. Go ahead.
Too much prawn there, hamster.
Hey,
Hey,
Hammerhand.
Yo,
I started a group in Discord, and it's men going their own way, actually spelled out that way.
Okay.
It's invite only. I've got a bunch of guys there that our motto is there's no trolling there. There's no screwballs. We won't tolerate it. We'll kick them out. But we've got a bunch of guys there. Our goal is to find guys that are either switching careers, they're in a dead-end career, or maybe they've got a career they love. They want to get further in that career. And we push them in that direction.
nothing
If
wrong
they
with
I'm in the
that.
middle of that right now.
If they need to talk, we're there for them. If all they want to do is talk about females, we ask them, that's not this. We're here for the next step. If you want to take the next step, start looking forward. And the question is, what's next? If that's on your lips, this is the group for you.
What's next is as big as the sky. You know, that
right.
question
And that's
is,
what we're trying.
it's infinite.
Right. And that's what we're trying to get, guys. We've got financial guys. We've got computer guys. We've got truck drivers. We've got the whole gamut.
Yeah, brother. I'm going to tell you something. People don't really understand MGTOW. They don't understand MGTOW, and they don't understand hardcore red pillars, and they certainly don't understand what monks are. And the only thing that they can do is run up on them and try to beat them over the head with shit and dirty them up and make them less credible, make them less appealing to other men that are looking for a way out of what they're in. These guys that you're dealing with right now, they're past that. They should be past that anyways. But I mean, there's no time limit. You can't tell somebody how to heal and how to become okay with themselves. But yeah, man, I mean, did you like something before you started chasing ass? That's the question. Was there something that you put on hold? Was it family, friends, hobbies, a collection? What was it that you put on hold when you started chasing ass? Do you still feel that way about it? You know, just go outside. Go for a mountain bike ride. You don't have to go out there and be one of these fucking X Games stars. Just go do something, and maybe you'll stumble onto something that you really like.
Yeah, Hammer, we kind of discussed the same thing a couple of weeks ago on Brew to Ghost channel when we did a live stream together.
Yes, sir.
You know, talking about, you know, where do you go next? What do you do with your anger, your rage, sorrow? You know, I mean, I lost my kids for 4 years, almost 5, and all I did was I used all that pain to work as hard as I could, you know, as many hours as I could.
I haven't. Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, I was just gonna say. I mean, between
Somebody needs to mute their mic.
Well, it's on me. I'm muted, so
I'm muted too.
yeah.
Could be my background.
You guys hear me?
I hear you.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
I was just saying, like, between you know, using that anger to better my life or sadness of missing my kid. You know, finding Pops and you. I mean, I use that to get me through, right? Build a better life.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said the same thing. When I came into it, I was looking for that as well. And I stumbled on Spetsnaz, Replicant Fish, and Lion of MGTOW. And that just, it resonated. I mean, massive, massive, massive improvement almost immediately. I don't want, I was speaking about women. My kid's mother decided to leave. She took off. So I don't need somebody around that doesn't want to be there. You know, there's no hostility for me. I said to her once, you know, I forgive you for everything. And she's like, you do? Really, really? And I said, yes. And I didn't mean it. I was just trying to get past what I was feeling. And so instead of burying it, I just confronted it. I understand who and what she is. I understand that that's the way that she is. I understand that I made mistakes because I didn't have all of the information that I needed to make good calls. The thing that really fucks with me is my kids growing up in the same situation as 80% of everyone else.
Amen.
That's what really bothers me about it.
Well, I mean, my son
Nothing you
reached
can
out
do
to
about
me.
it either.
She's got a court order in place to have no contact with the children. And I mean, my 11-year-old son, a week after his birthday, reached out to me, which was just a couple weeks ago as well. And
Well, at 12 years old, in most states, they can make a decision.
I was told 14, but I mean, it could be different. That could be
Check and
older.
make sure. Depends on the state, but check and make sure.
It's in
Here
Wisconsin.
in Kentucky, it's 12.
Yeah, it's in Wisconsin, so I don't really know. I try to find it, and what I do find is that at 14, they can go into a courtroom, and basically the judge can use that to decide where they go.
No, it's the judge doesn't do anything. The judge is not a judge. The judge is a magistrate.
Well, and the judge can do whatever he wants anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, we now that he's reached out to me, we've used the information he's given us to basically push a case forward from here, right?
Yes, sir.
And I've got a lawyer here because the last one I paid in the States just took the money and fucked up. He didn't do anything after 3 months.
It's very, very common. They're incentivized to do that.
Yes, and there was nothing I could do. I mean, I'm thousands of miles away, right? How do I just go knock on his door and be like, hey, dude, where's my cash or where's my kid? Right?
Hammer, the reason I keep telling you thank you is I've got a 14-year-old daughter.
Yes, sir.
She, I send her not all, but a lot of your TikTok shorts. And I give the little vomit emojis. And she's got the idea, you know, she's actually, if you want to call her red-pilled, she's kind of woken up to the idea that, oh my God, look what the hell's out there. Because we have the full run conversations. And we use a lot of your stuff and a lot of Terrence Pop stuff to get the point across. Do you want to go down that way and end in the result these girls are in?
As long as you're talking to her and making sure that shorts are not her reality, you have to make sure that she is not perceiving this wrong. Those shorts don't have a lot of context.
Well, on top of that, she has a lot of other influences.
We talk about 2-3 hours about every other day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. Like, I really appreciate that. I hope the best for anybody that is trying to get a hold of their sons and daughters. These females, they have a purpose. They have a purpose. They do. But their purpose has been taken from them and replaced with becoming a tax consumer and a net consumer out here in the world. They don't know what they are anymore.
Right.
Dependents. They're making them all dependents.
Yes. And they'll do that to us too. They'll try.
They want us all to be dependent because then we're easier to control.
They're dependent voters. They support the gynocentrism.
The eternal victim is what I like to call them. No matter what she does, it's your fault and for her. I mean,
Well, you can't. Sorry.
So I was just gonna say, my ex-wife planned our divorce 6 months before we ever mentioned divorce. But I left her. In her mind, I left her. I abandoned them. How does that make sense?
It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. You know,
Well,
these
it doesn't make sense. They just brainwash themselves into saying whatever makes them feel, innocent.
Right. And how do you manipulate a voter base that's not a default victim? You cannot. And that's why they go after the default victim. People who want to be a victim. They're the target audience.
I don't know if you guys know Steve Turley on YouTube.
Yes.
He's been putting out a lot of videos that a lot of the youth at age 11, they did some survey or study, age 11 up to like 16, a lot more of them are becoming more conservative than the 20s and 30-year-olds, and more conservative like times 2.
I don't know, man.
Wishful thinking.
They're revolting from what they're seeing.
I don't know, man. I think that's cherry picking, because if you go to other social media sites, you'll see these fucking Zoomers. They are bro.
Hammer's right. And once they get a sniff of the vagin, it's over.
Yeah, they're gone.
No, I'm not just saying the guys. I'm saying the guys and girls.
Well, the guys have the power. The women control the men.
There are quite a few girls around here that I've noticed that are kind of saying the same thing. They want nothing to do with what their mothers do. You know,
that's good.
And
Tradcons.
But at the same time, there's still thousands on top of hundreds of thousands probably that are like, I can't wait till I can make my own band. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: they're not willing to give up any of their privileges.
No. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
So what use are they? I'm just saying, no use.
That's why you steer clear of them, man, and just work on yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe eventually they'll get the hint.
You can
put the link. Yeah, go ahead.
Guys. I'm sorry. You can do all of that stuff and not hate somebody. You're going to go through that phase. I don't care what anybody says. When you have kids with somebody, you're hooked to them forever, and there's a lot of shit that goes into that. You can knock content, or knock them out of your life when the kids turn 18. It probably won't go very well for a little while, but you don't have to hate these people. You understand them, and you take accountability for the mistakes that you made to get yourself to that position. They're not 100% to blame. I think a lot of red pill guys and MGTOW guys are overlooking their role in this. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about them. Take care of yourself.
Right.
At the same time, Hammer, I mean, I was told the same lie that we were all told. You know, we were raised by parents. We were with, peers and stuff that told us, oh, you're going to make a good husband someday. You're going to make a good wife someday. Things will be happy-go-lucky. You do that throughout into your adulthood until like this generation. I mean, my nephew who's 18, he totally understands it. He wants nothing to do with it, right? But I mean, I didn't get married till I was 38. Or sorry, 28.
Wow, man, there you go.
So, but at the same time, I was as blue-pilled as they came before that. I just didn't get married.
That's our natural state. I mean, I'm not, people will have their opinions on how we're born. I view us as being born as a blank slate, but from the time that you can walk and eat for the next 18 years, you are being indoctrinated.
100%.
It's very, very hard to wake up to what's going on out here in the world. Very hard.
Just curious of the numbers out there. I'm an atheist, but I don't disregard the wisdom of religion out there. But curious, who out there are atheists? Who they just whatever? Who out there is atheists?
I am.
I believe. I'm not atheist. I believe in something. I can't get my finger on it.
Whoa.
Let's say one religion.
Creepy.
What the hell is that?
Open your window, dude.
The devil comes for you.
Is your window open while you're driving down the highway?
Kind of
That's
sounds
what it
like
sounds
that.
like.
Yeah.
No, that was just the fan. Is it still bad?
Yeah.
Well, at least you got a fan. Nobody likes me.
I got one sub. That's got to count.
Outstanding.
Well, I got some subs, but they all ridicule me. It's kind of funny.
Well, you keep doing your fucking thing and don't worry about them.
Yeah,
I didn't have any content, so I just reposted my stream with Gorilla Ghost there, Gruda Ghost.
I am
So
pertaining to the religion question. I'm not much of a fan of religion, but I am a fan of the old wisdom. The Bible has a ton of old wisdom. A lot of our Greek philosophers, Turkish philosophers, they have a lot of old wisdom. And that old wisdom is being buried and pushed aside and replaced with trash.
Yeah, the control. Right?
I agree, Hammer. There's a lot that can be learned from all that old wisdom. It's not necessarily, believe in God, believe in this, believe in that. There's a lot of old wisdom when it comes to life in general and women and just generally how to move about in the world. There's slight adaptations you have to make towards modern day, but I believe that the world's never really changed. We just got more technology. People are still as evil and as ugly as they've always been.
Yeah,
maybe it's just me.
We've only had technology for what, 100, maybe 200 years, depending on where you want to put your finger on technology.
No,
That's how we've had it, and we've been here for thousands of years.
How do you define technology?
Yeah, I know. That's
like
depending on where you want to put your
social
finger.
media and whatnot is more or less what I'm getting at.
If you're talking about cell
point
phones and
is-
satellites, maybe.
Yeah. The point is that we're cavemen still. We haven't evolved past what we were 100,000 years ago. And we can
Pretty
fly
much.
to the moon, fly airplanes, and we got cell phones, and we can talk to each other around the world in real time.
I can't
We're
say that we
cavemen.
haven't evolved. I can't say that. I understand your
No,
point.
he's saying that we haven't evolved.
Have not.
Hammer, you're right. He's saying we have not. We're still
No.
the cavemen we were.
I don't know about that. I mean, we have more geniuses
I'm
today
not
than we ever
100%
had.
correct.
We're
I don't
just
play
aware
the
of
game.
Well,
There's also more people.
I think
Sure.
I don't think he's
We are.
referring that we're not smart. I think he's referring that our nature, our
our
behaviors.
wiring
We're
is
still evil hairless
hunter-gatherer.
monkeys.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that. I absolutely believe that 100%. I mean, how else do you account for such an enormous pull and urge to put yourself right in the middle of the fucking fire when it comes to females and mating? That's
just
one
pure
good indicator.
Pure genetic programming, really.
It absolutely is. It is programmed into us, and it takes a little bit of work on everybody's part to try
Well,
to
I think that
ease
just comes
that.
built in. It's not necessarily like societal programming. It's just
No, I'm
we're
talking about
built to-
instinct.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's instinct. I'm talking about instinct. Hang on one second. Somebody, Stay Golden says, Hammerhand, thoughts on Brother Nathaniel? I don't know a Brother Nathaniel. So hit me up in the chat there and tell me what you're talking about. Okay, guys, do your thing.
Yeah, the other thing is, look at it this way, guys. The population in the United States is an upside down triangle. So as you come down in age, there's less and less people. More and more simps are waking up and turning red pill. Now, I'm not saying we're going to have 100% men red pill, but there's less simps out there than there were. The more MGTOW grows, the less for the women to have for simps. And that's going across the board, from high society down to poverty. I mean, it's just happening.
I think statistically, data shows that is correct.
I got friends that are not red pill whatsoever, that, you know, they don't know anything about this part of my life other than, you know, when I talk and they're like, well, why aren't you married? I'm like, man, I am never doing that again. You know, they'll get that kind of stuff out of me, but I never talk about it, and they're all catching on. I know 6 guys in town in their 20s and 30s that are essentially MGTOWs and don't even know what you guys are.
Yeah.
They are living the life, and they're like, I am done with chicks. They're nothing but a hassle, nothing but an expense. I am not dealing with them.
That's when you kind of sprinkle. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, my 18-year-old nephew and his 2 friends came to visit me here from Alberta. I mean, they basically had everything in order with how most of us see it. And they have no idea what it is. They didn't know what MGTOW was, never heard of the red pill, but they're like, holy fuck, you know, my brother's involved with a crazy woman. I want nothing to do with something like that. They're not worth it. I mean, it's spreading, and it doesn't, you know, people don't even know. Right?
I don't know if it's spreading so much as the degradation of women can't be hidden anymore.
Yeah,
it's spreading. I took screenshots of YouTube profiles of Hammerhand, Terrence Pop, Coach Greg Adams, you know, and when I travel around, I say, hey, you got your phone? A guy will pull his phone out. I'll say, start taking screen photos of this, and I'll zoom across screenshot after screenshot. And then he goes out and listens to it. I've been doing this for like 3 months.
Cool.
When I started, I used to talk to people about it, like other guys, because, you know, I had people working for me and stuff, and I was around these guys all the time who were having issues. And a lot of them, when they started to become really defensive about it, they were like, oh, you guys are a bunch of incels or shit like that. I just kind of started blowing it off. And if somebody's looking for a way out, or they're looking for something to kind of help them get through life or terrible situation, when it comes to divorce or girlfriends, kids, then I'll tell them. But right now, I don't go look to tell them. You know, you just catch too much flack for it.
Well, that's sort of like trying to tell your best friend that his girl's cheating on him. You know, what kind of decision do you make there? Do you step in there and fucking ruin your friendship, or do you let him go through it and find out?
You know, I always
told him. I told him.
I always fucked his girl.
That doesn't bode well for you, man. It really doesn't.
It's worked out pretty well, actually. They realized that, you know, bros before hoes.
Well, my one friend whose wife was screwing around on him, I told him. But he didn't want to believe it.
There is the denial aspect to consider.
Well, it's your whole life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
And
men are taught to make women their entire existence.
The downside is I don't think he
That's for
cut me
children,
off.
if you want children.
Well, they had a kid together. Now they have 2. But yeah, he's still with her. And although he hasn't cut me out, I think because he mentioned it to her that I told him, she's basically wormed her way in to tell him to, like, not have as much contact with me.
Well,
because we used to discuss things all the time, talk almost, you know, every couple of days. Now, if I hear from him in 6 months, I'll be shocked.
I mean, do we want to let our friends justify their shitty choices in life?
No. No, you don't. You don't want to let them do that. But at the same time, do you want to lose your friend or keep your friend? It's a tough call.
Tough love.
Well, I mean-
Sometimes you just got to move on, man.
Like I said, as
That's
long
why
as
my
I'm
goal
here,
is to. That's why my goal is to share these screenshots with 2 to 4 men a day. If I can do that, I'm opening up windows.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Well,
just waiting
you
here
can
for
lead a
the
horse
other
to
2.
water, but you can't make him drink. So you can tell people about MGTOW, red pill, all the other stuff. But unless they're ready for it, unless they've been through a world of shit like every one of us here has,
They'll just shun it.
they're just not open to it.
Right.
All
Don't
I
waste your
need is
time.
10%. All I need is 10%. I'm not looking for 100%.
That's true. You can save
Well,
one.
we're
that's-
over
that's worth
10%
it.
now.
Well, we can't even agree on who the real problem is.
Well, I can tell you who the problem is. I got into that, and
Yeah, you think it's the women?
Hamster said I'm dark. I'm a little bit dark.
The problem is the parenting. So we're looking at a problem that we've inherited from way back in our
Yeah.
generation.
We don't have one problem. There's not
Who's
one
allowing
problem.
the parents?
Fatherless households. Why do we have fatherless
Exactly.
households?
Right, who's
We have
allowing
fatherless
that?
households because women have an incentive to kick the father out,
Yeah.
get cash and prizes,
Yeah.
and then get cash
Yeah.
and prizes from another guy and another
Who
guy.
created that? Who created that? Simps?
No, not Simps. This is by
Politicians,
design.
government, power brokers.
This all happened already in 1920s Eastern Europe.
So women gave women the right to vote.
It
No.
happened. The welfare thing happened long before then, man. Just look at the Indians, dude. The
No, you're right.
reservations-
Women gave women the right to vote.
That's when the real welfare started. The Indians were the canaries in the coal mine.
Yeah, because you make somebody dependent on you, you can control them. And instead of trying to keep minorities from voting, there's a certain party now that wants to get them to vote for them, so they give them just enough stuff to become dependent on that certain party. That way they keep voting for that certain party. And basically they've put all of them on a plantation, and instead of picking cotton, they're farming votes.
But I think that Democratic
Well, they don't
Party is
even need
having
to
a
do that
big
now.
problem right now. They're bleeding. They're bleeding all sorts of membership. They're bleeding all sorts of leadership. They're having problems.
Yeah, but it's not so much the party that's the issue. It's the people running the party. It's the people behind it, the people that own the media, that own Google, that own, everything that we try to talk on. It's the people that are pushing for it. It's called the establishment right now. And what the establishment wants is for all of us to be dependent on them. The whole Great Reset thing. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. So if they think that renting everything that we need from them is going to make us happy, not only are they delusional, but they're insane. That's the goal, though.
Country,
and I'm not trying to get political. I'm telling you, this is what
you're right.
all of this crap is from. The divorce laws, abortion, all of it. It's all about subverting the system that we have. And it's been happening, me and Hammer and Hamster's entire lives. It's been over 50 years. And if you want to go back far enough, it goes back to 1913 when Woodrow Wilson signed in, the 16th Amendment, that made income tax legal and created the Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
That's how
but
far back this
we
goes.
keep going all back to all this silliness. But
No,
in
that's
the
not
end,
true.
it's
That's
all
what
about
part
the Simps.
No,
I'm not on board with that, man. I'm just
no,
not.
it's not silliness. No.
They are a symptom. The feminists are a symptom. Feminism is essentially Marxism. It's a Marxist ideology. Okay,
It is.
you
'Cause
have
that's
the oppressor and the
when
oppressed.
Stalin came in, that's what they were doing. They were trying to destroy the family unit. That's why they had babies in great big baby factories being taken care of instead of being taken care of by the mothers. And so the mothers could get work.
Families without fathers are the weakest families. They're the easiest
Correct.
to control. That's why we have the messed up divorce laws. That's why we have, all the shit that all of us have been through.
What is it?
I lived in my car
6.5
on
men
active
out of
duty.
1,000 are getting married now? It's that low?
Yeah, 6.5 men. So that just means there's 6 men that are still stupid. But here's the problem.
Well, you're not going to have 100%. That doesn't exist.
Right. Here's the problem, and why I'm not really a MGTOW, because I see a larger picture. MGTOWs are reacting to the stimuli. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to go do my own thing. The problem is that doesn't help society. That doesn't help civilization. That helps the people that are trying to subvert it. Now, I'm not saying you guys are wrong, because we absolutely need to do this and be like, okay, I'm done with chicks. I'm not going to do it, because you have to put pressure on them. But it's playing into their hand. That's the problem.
So how do you fix it?
How do you fix it?
I sort of agree with him there.
At this point, it's hard to say anything other than a two-way rifle range is going to fix it.
I mean, if you follow that line of thinking and that
They win.
advice, and you go down and you grab yourself a girl, how do you know which grenade you just grabbed?
Right. You
don't.
Well, okay.
Grenade to find
Okay,
out if
Henry,
it's
here's one thing that I'm doing is I believe it's the culture and law. The culture and law has emboldened the females to do crazy things that we don't like, and we leave, we exit door left. Now, what I've done is
been subverted, though.
What I've done is I decided I'm going to go where the culture and law is on my side. And so that's my option. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, and it could be just like you said. It could be a hand grenade in my own hand. But if you want kids, that's the only good option.
Right. Now, here's the dilemma we have. You know, we are not replacing ourselves, but they're bringing other people in to replace us.
Agreed.
Okay.
Japan and South Korea are
Same
in
thing.
deep shit.
They've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
And Japan is so, and South Korea, oh my God.
They're in a lot of trouble.
And I know Japanese people. Those are some of the most race-obsessed people on the planet.
They're in a lot of trouble, man. They're in a lot of trouble.
They don't want to let anybody in. They're as bad as the French.
In the Philippines, if there's no divorce law on the book, so you don't get divorced. And in the
There is now.
Philippines, if you
I'm half Filipino.
is there now? Because as far as I looked up, there is not.
Pretty sure they're pushing it.
There is not. Well, throw me a link. I'd love to see it because I did research. The other thing is, if a spouse is caught cheating, the spouse and the person that cheated with that spouse go to jail for 2 years.
I'm all for that one, but you know,
that's a little less strict than the Saudi Arabian version.
Yeah, I guess so. They kill them motherfuckers.
Yeah. You don't
Right,
want to
so
get
that's
caught banging
my
Bob's
option
wife.
that I'm thinking of is I'm going to save up money, have a house there. You can't, because you're a foreigner, you can't buy land, but you can lease for 25 to 50 years, depending on where you are. If you own a business in the Philippines, you can have a house then, but it's just all under the guise of the business. So the business can own all sorts of property. So that's an option. If that's my last ditch option. Now, if a two-way rifle range starts here, I probably won't go to the Philippines.
Well, it's going to be worldwide, man.
Yeah, this is popping off everywhere.
People are sick and tired of it.
You can see France, Spain, Italy. They're in the streets rioting over this COVID stuff.
Australia,
and for
New
other
Zealand.
reasons as well.
The COVID
Australia's
is
not rioting yet, are they?
The COVID is blown out of proportion to instill fear. You see people walking around with a face diaper. You know, I've the only time I've ever worn a damn face diaper is when I had to go buy groceries when they said I had to have one to be in the store. You know, and I haven't even gotten a cold in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
It's about the vulnerability. You mentioned about becoming dependents and now mentioning fear. So those come under category of vulnerability.
Yeah.
So echoing what you're saying, basically, yeah. And I think a lot of the problems we're seeing are a reflection of the emotional responses attached to them. You can put any policy forward, but it's how people are responding to it that is the problem. These are the consequences and the concerns that we're all having.
Well, you have certain people that function on emotion.
Yeah, well,
those people are being celebrated and lauded right now.
Yeah,
The
well, the
logical
emotional
thinkers are not.
emotional thinking is a survivalistic tool. To be logical and to contemplate on things will lower your chances of survival because you're having to sit down and think about it.
Maybe the way that I see it, if you are in a survival situation, you know, you have to find food. There's not much food. You have a security issue. There's predators or dangerous shit. You know,
yeah.
you are not thinking about big subjects like, am I really free? It
That's a
you don't
kind
have
of
time for it.
yeah, but that's like on the surface type of survival, like a literal sense. We're looking at a kind of like emotional level survival,
Right, but
like
you gotta
where
you
do
gotta
I
follow
fit into this world? So that ties in the survival. That ties in with the vulnerability. Those who are vulnerable are in a survival mindset because
Right.
they're vulnerable. They're worried. They're fearful.
They're afraid of catching a bug, and it's
And that-
always something nebulous and nefarious. You know, oh, it's going to come and get you in the night. You got to do this. You got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
You know, the snazzy uniform wearing Germans in the 30s did it. The Soviets did it. You know, the
Yes.
media's been doing it for years.
So this
It's-
makes them impressionable and gullible. So if someone
Yeah.
comes along with a so-called solution, follow what I say, and I'll somehow protect you. They're going to go with that.
Yeah, and the riots
Yeah, but
last
there's
year
too
and
many
all this
people
crap.
like us with common sense that say, hey, if this was so deadly, all of the homeless should be eradicated, and they're not.
But they just call
what
us
you're-
crazy.
But what you're doing, or what we're doing, is from their point of view, is adding to their stressors. We're making them even more survivalistic because we're crashing the reality around them. We're crashing the narrative down.
It's a false reality.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Killer. You know, as a young father, I have a few words, you know, to put on everything you guys are talking about, because everything that's happening right now is actually putting in a financial strain, because I refuse to conform to everything that's happening around us. And, you know, I'll take it back to 2008 when I was getting made fun of for being a fatherless young man. And then literally like 6 months later, those same boys who were making fun of me because all the girls liked me, you know, they ended up coming back to me about 14, you know, God brought them back into my life about 14 years ago. And they apologized because they knew what they were doing was wrong. But they admitted themselves that they were just afraid that because of the way that their mother's reacting, you know, to everything crashing and losing their lifestyles, that, you know, they were going to be just like me. But I didn't go around, you know, making fun of people. You know, I was one of the people who bullied the bullies. And right now, you know, I'm watching my own lady, you know, losing her mind because, you know, I'm not willing to conform and there's nothing that she can do, but she's trying everything, you know, that she can, you know, to cause me to do something I don't want to do, because I live in Southern California and everywhere around us wants us to wear a mask, and we're moments away from them mandating. If Newsom stays in, this state will be mandated to wear masks. The only reason why Newsom hasn't done it is because his balls are on the line. And if Larry Elder gets in and there's no more mask mandate, it's going to change everything.
Sunlight kills the damn thing.
So-
you would think California, with all the sun, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Right?
At least during the day.
You would think, you know, especially with, you know, the whole state on fire, right? you know, but in Saudi Arabia, you know, they're creating artificial rain. I mean, if you guys don't know, but you guys should know that there have been treaties signed because they have been able to manipulate weather for so long that they will not use weather manipulation as an act of war. But yet we can't put out fires across Northern America. I think there's a problem there, gentlemen. You know,
The wildfire thing isn't about rain, though. It's about mismanagement of the forest. I live in a forest. The worst thing that you can have in the forest around you is all the dead wood and branches and all the other stuff from dead trees just sitting out there, because that is fuel for the fire.
Wasn't it Newsom that killed all the back burning?
It doesn't go across the trees.
Yeah, go ahead, Hammer.
Wasn't it Newsom or his predecessor that killed the back burning and the brush clearing?
Yeah.
And look what the fuck happened.
I think the reason they want these forest fires to rage is that kills the asset that America has. Think of the natural resource. So that I think that's what they're going for, the big picture. You got to cripple America. The only way they can cripple America is they need to get rid of any resource we could use to pull ourselves out of debt.
Well, it feeds into that fucking bullshit.
Keep in mind that China is taking deserts and turning them into oasis.
I don't attribute to malice what can be explained by ineptitude and idiocy.
Agreed. I absolutely.
Oh no, I
believe.
think it's idiocy and ineptitude that would look at that eagerly. You know, I agree with you.
They think they're doing a good thing, like, oh, it's nature, just let it be. But they don't realize that before humans lived there, you know, there was fires that raged across the entire continent.
Yeah.
And that's the way nature cleans up its mess, is it has a nice little fire and it burns all that fuel. And then you're good for 5-10 years.
But I think you miss where I said we can put rain, we can make rain, but at the same time, we can make rain, we can keep rain from happening.
You have to have some moisture in the air to use that.
To be saved from, to keep people in mortal fear, so they keep voting for the people. Oh, we'll help change this. We'll help change that.
No, they just want us afraid, so they do whatever they can, like the riots last year, the COVID for the last 2 years, all the lockdowns. You don't have a job. They're trying to make you dependent and afraid. Because if you're dependent and afraid,
Antifa, which is their private covert army.
And if you're dependent and afraid, then they can tell you what you can do and what you can't do. You live in a city, you're dependent on everything being brought to you. Your food, your water, your fuel, everything, your clothing. Nothing is made in the city. It's made out in the middle of nowhere and out in the suburbs and off in, you know, the industrial park. You can't grow your own food in a city. So they want us to all move into the city so that they can make us all dependent. They don't want people living out here in the woods like me, making my own fuel, making my own food, everything else.
Can I jump into my own stream here, guys?
Yeah,
Killa
go for it.
Hayes. Killa Hayes is here. Come on, Killa. What's up?
You know, yeah, they don't want that. They don't want you to believe you're free. They need you dependent, you know, with the fear of death. You know, that's the only way they can control people. They cannot control people if we believe we're free. That's why they're trying to drive everyone back to, you know, these population centers.
This is the impetus behind the feminism and the jacked up laws, and the reason why men are maligned so much, because men are the ones that will go out and fix this shit. And like Oki said, I am not advocating for a two-way rifle range. I'm just saying that that's historically what happens. When you start fucking with people like this, they go, all right, I'm tired of this. They band together and they come kick your ass.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be.
And here's the thing is,
guys, please, one at a time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Killa, please.
Yep, rock on, dude.
You know, they think the sleeping bear is a joke. It isn't. You know, when people want to forget that there are 100 million people with guns, and I honestly believe it's upwards of 200 million people at the rate that we have as many shootings that we have going on, because there are so many people that know that if you do have a registered weapon, the government is only moments away from coming to your house and trying to take it from you. You know, I understand that people go, oh, I had an unfortunate boating accident, but that will only get you so far. You know, especially when they got dogs that they can bring in at any moment and snip them out. You know, especially with all these
to Texas.
I mean, I hear that, but not everybody wants to. But I do give big props to Texas and Florida, for stepping up. Arizona, Georgia, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. We do have, a huge movement happening, and for California to be so scared of Larry Elder, who at first I was very weary of this guy, but when I actually sat down and started looking up, his background, started looking up his ideologies and what he says, I do understand he does suffer from the victim mentality to an extent, but at the same time, I don't even want to give, any more credence to the leftists on how they want to, compare him to Trump. But, as Trump says, how can you help people when they refuse to help themselves? And he stands behind that. And as Americans, that's what America is about. It's about getting in here, getting your hands dirty, working hard, and making out of nothing what you want for your life, and expecting no one to give you anything.
Yep, America's not the land of the handout. It's the land to get off your dead ass and go make it happen.
Exactly. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me come in here, Hamster. You're awesome. I'm going to go get some stuff done. Thank you, guys.
All right, well, good to see you. Certainly. All right. Go on.
Didn't mean to run over Hammer.
He left. He's a pussy. Sorry. Go ahead, guys.
See,
I wanna
I'm a
hear from
mechanic.
Killa
I like
Hayes.
to find the source of the
Killa-
problem and fix it.
No, Killa
So-
Hayes got some points here. So let's
Go for it.
Yeah.
Was that cue for me to keep speaking?
If you got more to say.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, sir. Yeah, go on, man.
For the gentlemen that are congregating amongst ourselves right now, gentlemen, we are the few, we are the proud, and we are the brave, because we are the ones not willing to conform to tyranny. You cannot comply yourself out of tyranny. And I have to tell you guys, living in Southern California and the amount of people I see, walking around, and I have to say this because I got COVID after the 19th of December. And if you guys really follow this, it really started picking up steam mid-December. And my whole family got it. My lady ended up in the hospital. She's a type 1 diabetic. So when they do say if you do have, pre-existing, critical health conditions, it will affect you adversely.
I'm a type 1 diabetic.
So, and I still don't, recommend you getting the jab. I recommend if you do fall ill, you go to the hospital and you let the doctors do their job, because they did their job and they didn't even know what it was. And I was in there fighting for her, and thank God it happened before this, because if I couldn't have been in there, they would have just had her way with her. But I was in there, checking, the chart, asking questions, making, double checking stuff, everything, because that's my lady. You know what I mean? Like, I don't call her my girlfriend. I don't call her my wife. I don't believe in the titles. I just say my lady. She's chosen to remain in my life, for onwards up to 15 years. So, I know marriage is slavery for men. And after her, let me give you guys a little more background, because it was actually her mom who brought up to her, oh, is he MGTOW or is he red pill? Why aren't you guys married? You guys have been together long enough. What's going on? And so she ended up coming back to me and was asking me, have you been listening to these red pill guys or these MGTOWs? Because everything you say, you sound like them. But the thing is her and I both come from single mothers. And both of our mothers, my mother is like 59, her mother is like 63, and no man wants anything to do with them. So
nope.
That was one of the tenets of, the knowledge that, especially Red Pill drops, about how feminism lies to females, that I actually see in the flesh myself. And for my mother, she's been out there for like 20 years. And I haven't spoke to her in like 10 years up until this last April. And I found out, talking to her, because she wasn't sounding the same when I first spoke with her. I asked her straight up, I said, who am I speaking with right now? Because I know she had, granted, this is gonna, this is the, most ironic part of it. My mom's name is Karen. Her second personality is Katie. Katie hates me. Katie, whenever our mom would drink, Katie comes out, and Katie would tell me all the time, I hate you. I hate you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the life I lived from 8 years old to about 14. And then just recently when I spoke with her, because I needed to make sure who I was speaking with, because I only share information with Karen. I won't share information with Katie. Then I met Karina.
Oh, geez.
And then even
excuse me.
more ironic.
Killa, was she redhead? I like that.
No.
Damn.
After hitting on your mom.
Man,
The MPD stuff is serious. Holy crap.
and the even more ironic part about that is that my grandpa, her father, he was leader of the KKK, or like a sub-region of the KKK.
Ain't
Get
that
the-
rich?
Get
He
out
was-
of here. Really?
he was a
no
hula.
shit.
Yeah.
He
So
didn't like black
like
people. Oh my god, that's crazy. That really
so
is
so
insane.
it wasn't even like it when I learned about my family history from my eldest uncle. My grandpa owns like 424 acres of land in Alaska, where the pipeline runs through. And my tribe, who my grandmother came from, he told her father, if you want your people to remain on my land, you will give me a daughter as a gift, or I will have all your people removed by force off this land. So I
Fuck.
understand.
Honestly, really? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like this is actual history. But at the same time, I don't see myself as a victim, because I'm not just white. I'm Alaskan Native, I'm Dutch, and I'm Creole. So, like, I don't suffer from that victim mentality, but I understand, because as I was growing up, I was around a lot of racist people, and I hate to say it, but a lot of them were white, but right behind that were the Mexicans. And then as I got older, it became more predominantly the blacks. And I never could understand it until I got older. And after speaking with my eldest uncle about my family history, why this was always around me. And then it just brought me back to the Bible, because it says in the Bible, the sins of the father shall visit the son. And I'm not I don't view myself as a racist. I don't conduct myself as a racist. And I understand why countries aren't labeled colors. They're labeled, very specifically to keep from racism. And in a time of war, this is what people really need to understand and focus on. In a time of war, race don't matter, because there's only one race, that's the human race. But what does matter is nationality. If you know your nationality, you do have rights that this leftist, cabal cannot force you into doing things. But if you don't understand your nationality, they can do whatever you want with you. And it was the left who took away the right to become a sovereign citizen for the people who were born here, but their parents weren't born here, but they were born here, and that allowed them to supersede the central banking to keep them from having to forced to be pay taxes. It was the left who did that, and a lot of people don't know this, man, and it's really alarming. And if it wasn't for me, embracing feminism, allow my lady to work, as much as she wanted, because during the Obama years, it was
That's not
easy for
feminism.
women to get jobs.
Your woman working is not feminism.
No, it's feminism.
No, it's not.
Because if it was patriarchy, I would be working and I would have
That's
no
a false
problem finding.
dichotomy.
But I would fill out 1,000 applications. I would go in dressed up, shake hands, get to know, try to build a rapport, with managers. I could not get a job. She would fill out one application. She would get a phone call. She would go in for an interview, second interview, and get a job. Not even in the same month, get promoted to a management position. That's feminism. And thank God that I had take the time to look back in history, learn history, watching the documentaries of the Esoteric Addendum, all the Zeitgeist, and all everything that I could learn from about George Soros, because George Soros was using these tactics, with the Ebola, the H1N1, to take down other countries for China. And then this is what's happening right now is his legacy, because he knows he's about to die. He knows he only has a couple more years. But the feminazis, they need to destroy America. And I cannot express to you guys enough that if you guys understand history, you guys will realize that it's the fascist Islamic creed. The people that are against the people that are in Afghanistan, that are against those people, those are those people doing this now. But at the same time, you guys have to realize that the Middle East is a very small body of Islam. The largest body of Islam is in China. China is the largest body of Islam in the world. But they're very fascist, but no one dares to label them that. But I will, because that's the truth. And we're suffering from hundreds of years of, colonialism from England that we have no part in. We have no part in. So if we, stand up for our sovereignty, it makes us the enemy. And that means the enemy to, the Biden administration and all those feminazis, and
You've been living in California too long, bro.
but I think if I didn't live here and I, didn't have the opportunity, to live here, I don't think I would have cared enough to look into everything that I have been blessed to come across with all the information I have. I understand, I'm giving you guys a very crunch breakdown of my reality of how I see things. But at the same time, these are things you guys can go look up. You guys can go, look into history and find out yourselves. I try to give very, specific titles on what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, if you guys are paying attention, you guys can, you guys are here all the time. I'm here all the time with y'all. I understand you guys hate my caps, but just understand that that's just me. I've been that way from day one. So please don't take it personal. It's not disrespect. It's just me as a individual sovereign male proclaiming my self-expression. That's it. Nothing else. But, I don't want to take up all the time, but, I would like to hear, some feedback as well to anything I may have said or have failed to say.
I got something for you to look up. Gulag Archipelago, Alexander Solzhenitsyn. You can find it here on YouTube in an audiobook form.
Can you type it in the private chat on StreamYard so I can like screenshot it so I can look it up? I'll never remember that.
All right.
Offhand. But if you can.
Yeah. Let's see.
I gotta
It's
head
not
out,
letting
guys. I gotta make another call here. I'll probably be back a little bit later if we're still on.
All right, guys. I think thank you, Killer Hayes. Really appreciate it. Come back again, would you?
I put it in the regular chat.
No, it sounds good. All right. Take care, guys. Bye. See ya.